Good evening, everyone. It's Jazz. What a hot day it's been today, everyone. Historically, it's the hottest day in history for the UK. So everyone who's been alive today and suffered and sweated and whatnot and made that journey to Rangers, respect to all you fans who made your way to Rangers. That couldn't have been easy for you guys, lots of delays, all kinds of things happening, fires, sort of West London, sort of where I live, and let me know where you live, like in the chat, how the day's been for you guys. Been very, very difficult. I mean, I know I work from home, but it's been really, really weird, isn't it, really? Struggling to get extra fans in the house, that kind of thing. But listen, there's the headline. We look terrible. Nothing has changed. And I know it's a pre-season, but it's just my feeling. I have not been impressed at all in every game in pre-season, right? And I feel sorry for a lot of the fans who make effort to go up and down the country, including taking the little ones when the prices are reasonably cheap. And all we want, and I keep saying that, I don't want to win. I'm not worried about that. I just want a reasonable performance, a few goals, a bit of tricks, a bit of skill, showing off some of the new players, hopefully the attacking end to the players, and there was nothing there. We don't play Rangers often. I can't remember. I think top of my head, there was a tournament 1976 and 1980, I think. I've got programmed somewhere. But since my living memory, 83, I don't think we played Rangers. And the score is there, up on the screen for everyone. 3-1. We lost 3-1. But that's not the story, is it? Okay. Sometimes you might think a lot of the players are missing. They're on international duty. They're injured. Let me repeat, everyone, as I said last game, that this squad, before today's game kicked off, was fully fit. And if it still looks crap, as it does, and what can you do? This is the best squad you're going to get. Everyone's fit when the game started. And from all angles, whenever I had a chance to have a look through, that kind of streams and things, mate, I'll go through the game in a minute in the starting lineup, but let's see what's happening in the chat. All my loyal boys, Gary, mate, you can see from the thumbnail I done, mate. Creswell, I had no time for him for a long time, right? And what he did in Europa twice, that finished him off for me. There's a fullback who can't mark anyone one-to-one because he's got no pace. So what he does, he tucks in next to centre-half and tells Fornells, can you take the whack, mate? I don't know how to tackle. And there's a guy who can't run forward with the ball either. All he can do is he can pass it sometimes, take the odd set piece. When are we going to learn? Look what other clubs are doing, right? And Cressy, oh my God. Back to his old tricks again. Antonio, yeah, again, no goals from him. Got nothing up front. And to top it up, Agard, it was going to happen, wasn't it, everyone? Ankle injury, swollen ankle. Can't say anything if it's good or bad. Usually West Ham, it's kind of middle and bad. It's just the writings on the wall, isn't it, mate? And I'm going to mention something about Lingard a bit later on, which kind of lets me I feel as though it's not his fault, but I'll mention it a bit later on. But yeah, totally agree with you, Gary. Totally agree with you, mate. Listen, mate, I think he's one of Moyes' special squad. You know when Moyes loves someone like Fabianski in goal, hint, hint. Areola, we ain't going to see him, mate. It was just a joke, mate. 9 million, yeah, we'll have him. Yeah, it's all right. Fabianski against Man City, Creswell in the back four. Let's go, lads. Absolutely pathetic. Listen, I'm really, really worried. I mean, I've seen nothing in pre-season that excites me. Nothing, mate, nothing. All the players we mentioned, Ben Rama and Cressys and Antonios and all these people, mate, they're in the same form we left them since December. I told you, Benny that. If anything, I think he's made up his mind or something's going on. Either he can't make it in the big games or when we need him. I know this is not a big game, or he's just drawn a line with Moyes. He ain't going to do it for him, And he knows the writings on the wall. As soon as Lingard comes in, hopefully, I'll go into that story a bit later on. I don't know what's going to happen, mate. I don't know. I totally agree with you, mate. The team's old. It's slow. It's predictable. There's nothing exciting. Imagine we had a £30 million striker making his debut today. Or an exciting number 10, or Lingard making his debut today. It would have been much different. We would have won this game. But the players, you're only human beings. When nothing changes and you play your bollocks off for 1-2 years, there's no help, smallest squad in the fucking league. This is what happens. This is what happens. How many times are you going to keep motivating yourself? You're looking around the dressing room. You want someone to walk through the door who's better than you, who's just challenging you. There's nothing there. How long's Cresswell been there? Since Big Sam's time. I mean, what's the motivation for him? We ain't got another left back, have we? It's pathetic. And we've been looking at these since last summer window. We've been trying to sign a left back and a striker a year before that as well. It's absolutely pathetic. Rice, I was told, went to the board, very concerned and worried in the January window to say, "Come on, we need help." I think him and Noble went together as senior players, saying, "We're not happy with this. We're in the later stages of Europa. We've got a chance of top 4, top 5, top 6. Nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened. They tried to sign Zapata for $5 million. That striker's top dog, the Colombian from Atlanta. They found out there was a chance, $5 million, and the paperwork wasn't sent on time. So it's a mixture of Moyes stumbling, taking too long, and the board just pissing around all the time, mate, all the time. Anyway, sorry, forgot to say hello. Hope you're right, Sheriff, too. Hope you're right, mate. Happy Hammer, you better change your name to Pissed Off Hammer, mate. Yeah, he did. I heard he did, mate. Yep. Consistent, Antonio. He can only score when it's suddenly planted on his head. He ain't going to run into space and that kind of thing. You know what he's like, you know. Hello, mate. How you doing? You're right. I hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Thanks for coming back anyway. Agard looks really good. He did look good, didn't he? He did. I don't know what's happening with him. I don't know, mate. I don't know, mate. It's just typical, mate. Typical, mate. No, what it is with Antonio, to be fair, he's sick of being the striker for 2 years. He did it as, you know, sometimes when someone at work's sick, you fill in for them, don't you, for a couple of days. This has gone on far too long. And to be fair, he's got the flack. I've given him flack at the ground. He gets the flack, and then he just doesn't want to be up front anymore. We get a good striker, and I keep saying he plays behind him, you'll get the Antonio back. The energetic, bulldozing down the wing, cutting in, and that kind of thing, yeah, taking people out. It's just, mate, we're amateurs, and we can see this for a year now, isn't it? Probably both, mate. Probably both. No. Listen. We need to get a striker in. Antonio's not a striker. He needs to be one of those 4-2-3-1. It's gone on far too long, and the more it goes on, it's not fairer than the lad. We need to get 1 or 2 strikers in at a minimum, then Antonio will be back to normal. Yep, and Antonio will feed off the new person because a new striker will have that in his DNA that he stays in that correct position. You must admit, Antonio, more than not, goes missing down the wing. And when the strikers or forwards approaching the penalty area looking for this striker to hold it up, there's no one there. And then Bowen has to stop and start and get in it, and then you're losing those few seconds, aren't you, really? That's the issue, mate. The thing with Areola again, what do you do as a confidence? You hardly played last year, didn't do much wrong, and then you come in and I don't know what was said. You just got to wait, haven't you? Just got to wait. But my worry is he's not even getting a good pre-season. He's had one half. And I know he wasn't good, but I don't blame him. You got to give him 90 minutes, mate. You got to give him 90 minutes, at a minimum. So that's not good. You know what you're going to do? We let in a lot of goals at Man City. Look at us games at the beginning. We've got Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal, Man City. We get tanked in all of them. Then you're going to bring in Areola, who's had one half in pre-season. All that pressure under him. It's not on, is it, mate? It's just not on, really. Just not on. But it is what it is. There's a lot of issues we've got. It's the same team, No, look at Arsenal. I think they've virtually got a new team since the last window, 2 windows, and they're still going on and on and on. Spurs, they already had the 2 best strikers on the planet, and they've gone and got another exciting one. And Basuma, his court case is all fine. 22 million. And stat-wise, one of the top boys. Oh, that's good to hear, mate. That's good to hear. Vlasic especially, because I don't know how long time he's got. Zuma's so reliable, isn't he, mate? And Downs is a good kid, isn't he? Downs a good lad. I just don't want to put too much pressure on Downs, He's young. He's a good lad. I want to bring him in slowly and gently, and I think he deserves that, especially when he play next to Rice, one of the best in the world. He's going to show you up. So there's a lot of pressures. But yeah, thanks for those comments, mate. Especially for the fans, isn't it, Mandy? Hope you're well. Tell me also in the chat how you guys have coped with all the weather. Have you had to travel on transport today to work? Have you been lucky enough to work from home, or some of you perhaps off? But look at the lads that went to Rangers, on all. I saw the itinerary of someone from Euston via the Midlands, and you go through Carlisle, then on to Glasgow, and then all those sort of delays and cancellations. Our fans are great, aren't they? Absolutely wonderful. And good to see a good bit of camaraderie with the Rangers fans, some of the clips I saw. So it got on really, really well. So it's a good for them, really. Yeah, that's the way, mate. That's good. That's good. And let me know, because I didn't watch that, but let me know what Vlasic did well in the chat. Was it a couple of shots, assists, trying to do the right thing? Because again, Vlasic's confidence is on the floor, and he's bound to know that he's in the window, isn't he? Which can't help, or he can motivate you. You can go one way or the other. But again, with Moyes, he's not his player, nor is Ben Rama. So Moyes is not going to put his arm around these players. He's only going to play him to put them in the window. So that is a bit concerning as well, isn't it, at the same time? The human beings, Crowell, I mean, let me know in the chat. Was Crowell treated really badly? I know against Kidderminster he wasn't great, but you kind of hang him out there to suffer, and everyone has a bad day at the office. You need to put your arm around them. But then if you leave them there for ages and ages, they're not going to feel good, are they? And then you bring them in when you shouldn't. It's just too much pressure, isn't it, really? It's a different way you need to handle each player differently, isn't it, really? Yeah. That's the thing, mate. That's why we need to really, really finance and put a lot of money into the fullback positions, because every other club, I know Liverpool, we shouldn't compare to them, but as an example, their fullbacks, they stand on the halfway line. They provide that extra width. And that is a modern fullback, isn't it? / wing back. We need people. And I know we were talking about that, the boy who plays in Hoffenheim, I think, great record in assists. So, yeah, we haven't. I mean, Creswell just hasn't physically got it in his engine. And God, if he faces a speedy winger, we're getting done, mate. And then someone from midfield is going to have to come out and cover, or one of the centre backs. It just causes issues all over the pitch, doesn't it? Yeah, it's the same, isn't it, mate? As fans, we all want to see just some new talent out there, and I know Agard, hopefully he's okay. But as a natural human being and a fan, we do get more excited when there's an attacking signing to see, isn't it? A striker, a winger, a number 10. I mean, down CDM, God bless him, he's going to be steady. But it doesn't really excite you, especially if some of you in the chat have got children. I mean, they're not, well, I might be wrong, but the more chances they're going to put attacking forward's name on the back of their shirt, aren't they, really? So, God, the chat's going mad. You lot, mate, you lot love me and I love you. Deal, how you doing, mate? You all right? How you doing? You all right? Had a bit of few smokers, mate? How you been? I got my run, mate. Really, not in a good mood, but you guys make me happy. I'm blessed with you guys. I think today's a good... Right, let me chat about Lingard. So what... we kept saying Lingard is dragging on. He's going MLS. Well, in his interview today, or statement, I forgot what platform. So apparently the story is looking more and more. The delay has been at West Ham's end. He has more or less told them from the beginning, I want to sign for you. These are my terms. And can you tell me what you want to pay me? And if it's not close, then let's try to meet in the middle and get this deal done. And West Ham have not really come back with an improved offer that he can seriously consider. He's not saying, give me what I want, but at least get close to it, or halfway or something like that, 60%. So the deadline is coming from him saying, listen, I need to get into pre-season, and you need to let's get close. I really want to sign for you. So let me know in the chat. The tables have been turned. So doesn't make West Ham look good, does it, mate? Look all the pre-seasons. We've only got 1 or 2 left now. We've got Luton, we've got one other, and I think we've got that qualifier. And Agard's injured, so we just got Downs, mate. And Ariola's not even being used. So it doesn't even look like we've signed anyone. So it's the same team as 2 years ago. It's driving me fucking mad, mate. Absolutely mad. So that is the new news. And it does piss me off even more, doesn't it, when you find out that, why don't he's a free transfer. Just give close to what he wants. It makes business sense. He's 29. He's not going to be 30 for a good good way. Yeah, I checked. He's not going to be 30 next month or the month after or the month after. It's a good way to go. Fucking hell, mate, it's a free transfer. You couldn't even negotiate with United when they wanted a fee. Now they're not even there. You just got him to do, and you're still not getting the deal over the line. It really, really infuriates me. Let me know in the chat how you feel. Oh, Gary, what do you mean a new man? Do you mean a manager? I don't know. Let me know, mate. That'd be interesting. No, what I'm saying is it'll help Antonio because Antonio himself said he doesn't want to play up front. So we're both going to be happy. You're going to be happy because Antonio's going to play better, be happier playing that 3 behind the 1, and the 1 will get all of them involved really because he's a striker. That's what I'm saying. So Vinny's agreeing. Yeah, he's. I don't think he's confident. He's not a happy chappy, Antonio, at the moment. He wants us to sign a striker like you, like me, and even he told him in January. You know, players are not meant to say these things, and he said, "I need help." Everyone's just so you got him saying, "I need help." Then you've got Rice and Noble going off to the ball saying, "What the fuck is going on? We got a chance to really do it this season, win something." Absolutely mad. No, and then no point. Bloody David Moyes kicking bins in the semi-final, frustration coming out because it was too late by then. He started having a go at the players at the Brighton game, the one before that. We lost to Arsenal at home, Tottenham, bloody Burnley, just blew it all away, didn't we? We can't say that yet. Let's look at the all-round game. Yeah, let's wait until the end of the window, get that striker in. Let's get a few games under our belt, and then ping me on it. Then we'll have a fair chat, mate. Definitely. No, I know that. No, I think the issue is Krezi, isn't it? Krezi was a naughty boy for a couple of them. Krezi as well. He's a naughty lad. No, I don't think was he. I know he played at Reading and Forest. I think he came as a winger. Then Bilic again deliberately didn't pick him for ages, and then played him. He was okay, and then put him back to right back again. I think he's a winger cutting in, but yeah, he can definitely finish. But I don't think he wants to be out and out on his own for a number of months and even more than a season now, isn't it? That's the issue. Although Moyes did turn Arnie into a great striker, didn't he? So he has got it in him to do these type of things. But long term, it's just not possible, I don't think. I think, let me know what Antonio's recorded since Christmas. I'd like to see that. I don't think it's that good. Since Christmas, let me know. Let me know the goals and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we can't say that yet, Gary, can we? Because we got to the semis and European football. That'll be really naughty. And you got to watch my earlier videos. And actually, I used to defend Moyes brilliantly, and I'm not going to say anything yet. Let's wait. No, I'm not going to go there. But all I will say is when Pellegrini got the sack, and you can watch all my videos on American Hammers TV and West Ham fan team, yeah, Hammers chat, all those things. When I used to do is I backed Moyes to the helm, took bullets for him, and I thought he was a great choice back then. And the only other manager I thought about was Eddie Howe, but then my worry was that he's just at one club, and I'll just I didn't know, I wasn't sure, but Eddie Howe looks to me be very, very clever managers, and he turned Newcastle around. And if you look at Newcastle's form since Christmas, everyone, it's above us. We're kind of in the bottom half, I think. No, I wouldn't say that. I'm just saying that it's gone on too long for him to play in that role that he doesn't want. I think Gary, once he goes back to the wing position, then he'll be very, very useful and the one-off, really, mate. I'm not too sure. I know he had a 1-1, and I don't know much after that. And then Souček obviously got the one back, didn't he? I think we've done that one. I don't know why the comments are coming back in again. Yeah, let me sort it out here. What's going on? Message. That's good to hear. Hang on, mate. There's a new one's coming in. Oh, hang on. Where's it gone? There we go. Joyce, let me know what you think of him, because what I've seen, mate, he's defending and tackling isn't his best point by far, which is like, come on, mate. But assist wise and bombing forward, I think Again, I think they're looking for crazy money, but we probably looked for a bit less. But let me know what you think of him, mate. But that was a worry by looking at a few channels and the stats. And, when you get all that speed, creativity, touch, tackling wasn't up there, Certainly bombing forward was. Maybe he's a bit like Doherty. He flopped at Spurs a bit, didn't he, mate? So let me know what you think about defending. Has always got to be number one for us, isn't it, mate? Mate, I'm telling you, mate. That show I done on Lingard. Oh my god, crazy, isn't it? Hang on, mate. Yeah, I think as a human being, you literally was it one that Man United League Cup game or something like that? Was it 2 games? Kidding me? 2 games, isn't it, mate? Since September. How would you feel like you come in August, September? I don't know what your salary was. I don't know, 30, 40 grand a week. And I tell you, you're going to play 2 games till in the next 9 months. That's your job. That'd be bad, would it? Go down a pub, have a few fags. It's like, yeah, love. Yeah, I'll be back, love. Midday. Yeah, I left at 9. Can you imagine that? Well, it's not a nice small career, and I'm sure he'll play. I know the money's crazy. Do you know there's one guy? I need to dig this out. Back in the day when Sky Money went everyone mad, there was an Arsenal defender, and he signed for 3-4 clubs, including Stoke. Never hardly played, and they calculated he did this over 5-6 seasons and 50, 60 grand a week and something like. And a few people didn't even know who he was. And there's a lot of people like that. There was one at Chelsea, Winston Bogard, wasn't it? He came on like 100 grand a week like 10 years ago. He never played. So you got all these crazy stories of people coming. I think Freddie Lumberg, Kieran Dyer, we had to pay these guys off to get out the ground. It was a financial catastrophe signing some of these players if you add it up. Absolute shocking, mate. Listen, mate, I'm happy for you. I don't know if you were there, but well done. The main thing, the atmosphere was good, wasn't it, mate? I think the fans got on. And for West Ham fans going there, I think it's a bit of history, historic ground, very different. Brilliant, mate. So well done. I mean, you guys are a nut, tough nut to crack, aren't you? So enjoy it, mate. Blue Baron's been following us since the Europa days. So well done, mate. John's winding him up. 3-1, mate. I thought it was going to be more, mate. You raced into 3-0 lead and we pegged one back, didn't we, mate? 3-1, mate. No, mate, we're hot, we're sweating, we're annoyed, mate. I think what it is, we lacked that Lingard type of play. When Lingard came after Christmas, you remember that debut, the Villa game, I think it was. He was running into space. He goes, give me the ball. I'll run. I'll drag the defenders all over the place, create the space behind me. And then the teams were stretched. Now what we do, everyone is static. They pass side to side, bit backwards, bit slow. It's lethargic. No one makes the correct runs because they're not really strikers. So, and it gets crowded in the middle because you got like playing with like 5 wingers. It's just like, do you know what I mean? But he won penalties in a big game, scored at Spurs. He wasn't afraid, mate. He wasn't afraid. That is, we need Lingard. One more in, because it looks like Ben Rama for me, mate. It's just not happening, mate. Yeah, it's just not happening for him. We need 2 players like that can. That's why I understand. I understand for some people at Ward-Prowse, a lot of money for perhaps limited what he can do. But for me, 10 goals from CDM position, penalty taker, free kick. That is 10 goals a season. Imagine how many points that's worth over the season. And then when you always look at, we missed out on Champions League by 2 points, 1 point, 3.4. So for me, I mean, even if he has a bad average game, I mean, I don't think he has too many 6 out of 10s. He's not going to get 5 out of 10 or 6, 6.5, 7 sometimes. It's a game's going nowhere. You get a free kick. The other teams are going to crap it. I mean, as fans, we play Southampton. They get a corner, a free kick. We all have a heart attack, don't we? Because the boy's got 50% chance he's going to do something, Not only that, you can teach that to the youth team and things like that. He's a part of the England squad, helps you with you know how many England players you got in your squad? That kind of thing, really. Yeah, follow me on Twitter. There's my Twitter handle. Where's it gone? There's my Twitter handle. So follow me and send me a direct message and we'll sort it out, yeah? Simple as that, mate. I think they're a different kettle of fish, mate, under Conte. So good luck, but they do have world class forwards in abundance and that kind of thing. So he does hold the ball up always. Good strength. I know he's not that tall or fast, but he does hold it up. I just want him to do a bit more than that, sort of score a bit more, assist. I know he got the header in the friendly, but he just bit more, mate. And then if I was more, I'd do him 90 minutes. I'd do Ariella 90 minutes and Vlasic 90 minutes every game. What is the point in playing Fabianski 90 minutes every game? You know what he's about. You know what he can do. Do a separate game against Brentwood and play 90 minutes in that game. You don't need to see him. Play Areola, play the youngsters, play Ashby, play this boy, play Ben Rama, play them 90 minutes in all the games. Really give them a chance and pat them on the back, help them, give them and then you're wasting all this. I think the preseason has been wasted, mate, because none of the youngsters are going to get in the team. They're not even going to get on the bench. Hey, Luke, how you doing, mate? I'm not in a good mood, mate. But cheers to you and God bless, mate. Um, So Luca, Arsenal, follow him in the channel. Luca, put your channel details in the thing, and I'll share it with everyone. He's a good lad, and he's had a couple of years Darmish on his channel. That was cracking, mate. Give me the details of Darmish if you can. I don't mind getting him in, mate. But I think you boys have signed fullback from Man City and 30 million, and then I think you boys are saying, "Oh, you might be on the bench." I'm like, "No, I don't think you're paying 30 million for a boy like that to be on the bench. I think he's coming in, mate. He's coming in." Hope so, mate. Looks like we're not going to sign anyone, is it, mate? So I hope so, mate. Learn to dig. I don't know if you saw it because I think let me know about Antonio. Let me know. I know you missed one, mate. I know you missed. Listen, mate. I bribe all of them. I give them a free bottle of rum, mate. After that, and a free samosa and a lamb curry, mate. Curry and a bit of rum. Who's going to say no to me, mate? That's the way, mate. Cheers, mate. God bless you. You cheeky lad. Right. Tell me a bit more about the game, Blue Baron, if you saw it, how you're feeling, and if you're going to win the league and things. Actually, Blue Baron, I've got one thing to say to you. I don't rate Gerrard as a manager, especially what I've seen in the Premiership on the Villa, mate. I'm not being impressed. They came to London Stadium, Blue Baron, and it's one of the worst teams I saw in terms of tactics. They didn't even want to win, or they didn't come out to attack. And they had a better 11 than us, I thought, on the day, especially on form. Coutinho and Watkins and Ings and 70, 80 million. All they kept doing is kept falling over every 3 minutes to get a free kick. Is this how Rangers played under Gerrard, mate? Let me know. I thought he's better than that. I didn't expect Gerrard's team to be like that. I was really, really upset and not impressed, but let me know, mate. See, I should be saying how you done that, Lucas, shouldn't I, mate? Yeah. That'll be my dream signing. I'll be happy with that, mate. That'll be a statement, wouldn't it, mate? Limited risk, hopefully. That's it. Who's that? Which club's that for, mate? And who's he? Yeah, let me know. What club and what player? Epic, how you doing, mate? Epic statement from Epic. Apps, no, Antonio. I wouldn't say on Antonio. I wouldn't. Antonio in the forward position, yes. But Kresi and Fabianski. Kresi's definitely finished, 100%. Put him in the bin. Fabianski as a backup, no problem. In the League Cup, no problem. Antonio, no. He's just think of it mentally. Trying to do something you don't want to do all the time. It's David Moyes' fault. Antonio's all right. Imagine if you'd been on the bench. He'd love things like that. Imagine Antonio as a sub coming on 65 minutes and the defenders of your opposition, they're not, wow. And then you got the bench, you got Ben Rama, you got Vlasic, you got Suchek on the bench. This is what we want to do, but I don't think the club thinks like us, does it, mate? It doesn't think like us, mate. And to be fair to Suchek, I know I knock him a lot, and Antonio, but these boys never had a rest, mate, and that's a big thing. They never got a rest. Arsenal wasn't in Europe. Spurs deliberately went out the conference. You know that. Arsenal manipulated the fixtures. We didn't even have the clout to do that. And we started playing games when we shouldn't. We went out the League Cup to Spurs when The only half striker we had, Antonio, was injured. If that was Spurs, Harry Kane injured, they would have deliberately said, "Oh, we got the virus, we're not going to play." We just play. David Moyes plays too many things straight. And I tell you another thing: when Arsenal played West Ham, watch what Arteta was doing. All his backroom team, and they were instructed to every time there's a tackle, you're going to attack the fourth official, and you're going to do all that in front of the referee. He's told all his staff to do that. I saw that the first game, Arsenal West Ham, just putting pressure. We got no one like that, and we don't. I know I don't want to say it, but and Tony sometimes got 3 centre halves hanging around his neck. He won't go down, and then he's banging his fists on the floor because the referee won't give it. And then you got other clever, like, look at that boy at was it Lyon? He went down, got the penalty, and he went like that to the camera. I'm sorry, it shouldn't be like that. I totally agree. We need to be more streetwise. Let me know in the chat. We need to dive a bit more because he's not giving the free kicks. And Lingard gave us that. He's a winner. Under Alex Ferguson, one of the few people left. It's history. Lingard is history, mate. You get a player who's been developed under the great Sir Alex. You saw he was the cream out there, mate, when he joined. You know, the cream on the cake, the strawberry on the cake? That was him. That's what we're missing, mate. That's what we're missing. You say that about 15 goals a season is a great amount, Vinay. We shouldn't, snarl at that. And that's a great, great number. And he's our league Premiership scorer, which is good. I don't know about him. Doesn't he just come across as a bit? But it's probably the way he looks, doesn't it? He doesn't quite come across as charismatic or things like that, isn't it? I know. It's funny how Pochettino's career's kind of gone down. Up, I mean, not even up, down, and sideways. I really thought that boy was Man United's answer to everything, isn't it? Let me know. I don't know what's going on with him. Oh, sorry, Dig. That's a fair point. Yeah, it's a fair point, mate. And all I noticed is, when we used to put him through 1-to-1, things like that, it just didn't happen. And Bowen did a bit more after Christmas, helped him out. Thank God we had someone to help him out. And then but then Bowen, the number of times he hit the post and the bar, mate, absolutely record, mate. Do you know what it is, mate, Smeagol? It's to do. I'm telling you, it's to do with the fresh players. Look at Spurs, and you see Basuma, all these people walk in. Perisic, is it? That's what lifts you as fans, as a club. You see all these great signings come in, and you're like, that's what it is. They're bored. The dressing room is just fucking same. It's the same. And the one boy we've kind of got in Agard looks like he's going to be out for a while or a few weeks. I don't know, mate. But it's West Ham, isn't it, mate? Spurs get an injury, broken leg. The guys are playing back again in 3 weeks. There's a funny thing about Son, if you remember. There's a game at Burnley where Son broke his arm halfway through the game. He didn't know about it. And then he scores a goal where he picks up the ball from one end to the other. And it's just typical, isn't it, mate? But for us. So we need to, let's see what happens. It's just typical, isn't it, mate? 20 odd minutes, was it? 27 minutes Agard went off, really? And the other thing, everyone, is you look at the starting lineup. Let me show you the starting lineup, right? And that's more things to be worried about. This is the strongest team we can put out, nearly. Fabianski, Agard, and where's his name? Zuma. You got Krezi. You got Johnson. So apart from Souček, this is the strongest West Ham team, mate. That's why it's time to get a bit concerned. It's the strongest team that we can put out, and it's not good, is it, mate? Hang on, mate. Where you gone? Smeagol. Hang on. Sorry, Smeagol. Sorry, mate. See, the thing that surprised me, mate, was that, what's his name? Vlasic. Even when he came in, I saw a couple of goals on YouTube. I thought, he looks like a good... And it never occurred to me that, A, he's quite small, and B, he's got no pace. And I'm like, why the hell have we bought him? And obviously, because Lingard, because they kept thinking Lingard's going to say yes. And now, in this window, it looks like the club is taking the piss a bit, because he has told them, I want to sign for you, but can we respectively get a bit closer to, not saying, what I wanted, just a bit, nudge, wink, wink. You could even do things like we'll give you even more, like Leslie had a first year. You can do all kinds of things, and that's why it's coming from him saying, I need to find a club, and you guys have taken the piss. So this has gone completely the other way. Let me know in the chat, mate. You know, we were able to go to Lingard. He's blaming the club, saying they need to. I want to sign for you, but come on, let's get a bit close. Let's get the deal done, or by Friday, I'm going to have to look elsewhere. And let me know. Let me know. You don't give up, do you, son? Love it, love it. You don't give up. No, 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 because it's the age, isn't it? It doesn't fit the. I think it should never fit any developing clubs guidelines in terms. It should be young, hungry. That should be the kind of, what should I say, the criteria really. Someone, it would have been under Sullivan if he had his own way, or 100%, or maybe he still has. And Icelandic owners signing people, or Harry, like 29, 32. No, not for us. No, it would be okay if he had 5, 6 signings that young, hungry, and he could come in as a guide. Yeah, but to rely on him and upset the wage structure and upset the dressing room, biting people's necks and all sorts. I'm not sure, mate. Yeah, we just don't have the engine room in that, do we, mate? And Johnson obviously played in the wrong position all the time. He's been messed about, mate. It'd be interesting to see how that Perkins gets on at Leeds. What I saw of him, I thought he ain't nothing special, mate. I don't think he's going to make it, but and I hope I'm right, because I don't want to see him make it. I'm like it, but let's see, let's see what happens. Yeah, let me go forward a minute, mate. With these things, when you're going through the chats, you click on it and it bloody goes backward again. Antonio needs to keep it. No, we've gone through it. I don't know why these are coming out again, you know. Yeah, you don't put the curse on it, mate. I put the curse on it. Oh, I was sweaty, mate. Jeez, I got the fan on. Yeah, well, wow, it is bloody hell. I think I don't live that far from Heathrow, and that clocked 41 degrees, isn't it, mate? And you can see since I've started, you've seen it since I started. That I am bloody sweating, mate. Don't know how you guys are doing, mate. My fan, I think I have to consider AC next year. I don't even know how much they cost. They're probably going to cost a bomb. There we go. I've caught up with the bloody things that last. Epic helped me out. No, not good enough, mate. Not good enough, mate. You imagine Creswell, right? All right, you got sent off at the other game, and thankfully had a respect to Moyes in the team. Down to 10 men, and you get a draw against Leon, wasn't it? I think. Hey, you fucking do it again. 51. I mean, all right, they scored, but then in the other, we were looking so good. I thought we were going to do this. We were all over them. And you do that again because A, you don't know where to fucking position yourself. You don't know how to mark anyone because you've got no pace. You're just there to pick up and you didn't even do that last season. Set pieces atrocious. Corners were like, wow, you didn't even beat the first man. I don't know if I could face anyone. One of the biggest games in a lot of people's careers. I mean, Antonio, hey, would he get a chance again? You do it twice, you let your players down like that, you know? Right, I'm catching up now, lads. Yeah, that's the one there. Pitsy, what are you saying? You take care. I'm sweaty, mate. I'm struggling, mate. Mate, it's getting that way. It's just typical depression West Ham, isn't it? I think the Bilic season, that window was good, wasn't it? Lanzini, Cressy came in, I think. Was the Cressy came in the season before? Can't remember now. And then Paye, obviously. And then I think I remember a couple of the others. So it's not a secret that signing players, it helps. It helps. It helps, mate. It helps. The fixtures, let me know what you think, but the fixtures are a bit tricky, aren't they? Got City, but I think it's a good time to play City at home as well. Away, I would have said. So we've got, I know Tottenham City are coming quickly, but I'd rather have them at home than away. We're not getting nothing. At home, a good crowd, sell that crowd. But then it's all about the signings. If Agar's not going to play in that game, we brought no one in, and we're still playing chess with Lingard, and we bought, it's just not going to do. And you got the same bloody players all the time. It's just going to wind everyone up, isn't it? You know what it is, mate. You know what it is, mate. Oggy. Lanzini, I mean, he shouldn't be around our club anymore. Come on. It's not his fault, but Lanzini, you're relying on Lanzini. The way the league is and the way Arsenal... I'm not being funny. Did you see the way Arsenal are playing on Arteta? They were... Oh, my God. They were like greyhounds, mate. And Tottenham are like that anyway. And Liverpool, you're going to be playing teams that are just... being strong enough and stamina ain't good enough anymore. You've got to have something at the other end, and we're like... we've got to show a bit more, really. Right, Oggy, Antonio. Are the last 5 hammers. Ooh, interesting. Who will be the last one? Oggy, Antonio for me. Antonio, because he was given a really good contract last season, wasn't he? Oggy, I think he had a year left, didn't he? Lanzini, they're looking to add, but I can't see it. Cressy, I can't see it. Randolph, he could be gone this window. Antonio, mate. Antonio for me. I know. He's so annoying, mate. He's so annoying. I can't stand him. He reminds me of that Thunderbird. Let me show you a picture of bloody yeah. I think it's a Thunderbird character. You guys are gonna crack up, mate. Thunderbirds. I'll go. Let me show you a picture of Arteta. Where's he gone? Arteta. Oh God, where is he? Let me show you a picture. Is that Arteta, that one? Isn't that Arteta? Something like that. That's Arteta, isn't it? Look at these guys. I can't get the main guy. What does he look like? Aaron Grant? I don't know. I think this guy's Arteta, more or less. I call him Arteta. But anyway, enough of that. And I thought he was going to lose his job at one point. Do you remember? So fair dues to him. He's got rid of the old over earning boys like Lacazette, Aubameyang, and all those boys. What's the other one? That winger, wasn't it? I forgot his name now. Areola, Johnson, Zuma, Agard, Rome, Rice, Downs. No, I want that Onana, the 6'5" beast. I want him in the middle, and I want striker up front, Broja, and then Bowen, Lingard, Antonio, and that looks good to me. Bowen's amazing, Rice is amazing, Zuma's amazing, Broja is more than handy. That looks good, doesn't it? But you gotta get Broja in, or Skamaka, or Lingard. For me, it's just getting tired now, isn't it? We're giving them 7-8 weeks now to get these things done, and the club is losing out. Right, you might save a few quid in your pocket, but in the chat, let me know the importance of getting your players in early for pre-season, getting used to everyone, hitting the floor, hitting the ground running, and that kind of thing. And we keep bringing in the bulk of our signings with 2 days to go, 1 day to go. And then, he trained a bit, but he still got to come back from his country, pick his bag up. He ain't going to play against Man City. Now, Haaland came in fucking 2 months ago. Nuno, them lot, Basuma, and what's the other one Spurs signed? Perisic, you say. The boys, bulk of them. The only 2 stupid clubs are Man United and West Ham. West Ham and Man United are the 2 most stupid clubs last couple of seasons trying to do their transfers. The thing I used to like about Snoddy is, you remember, for no reason, he used to run from one end to the other, trying to chase, because they knew he was a problem. We never used to chase back. We didn't have it in it. You run from one end to the other. We're like, yeah, we cheer like it was a goal. Okay, we've had some hard times, mate. Mate, I think what I've heard, he had to go off anyway, didn't he, Jeff? I think he had to go off. It's just our luck in it, mate. Can't say anything before the scans come out, and give it a couple of days. Anyway, I hope swelling. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a medical expert, but do you have to wait for the swelling to go down before you can go for an X-ray? I don't know. God, I can't keep up with these. It's driving me mad. Harry, you're right. Harry, you're right, mate. Oh my God. You're right. You're right. Do you know if he signs? I might get his name on my shirt. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, mate. And think of it, you might get him and you might be half the player. You might be half the player that was the first time. You don't know, do you? But I better not stop saying these things. I bet it's about 2 weeks till the start of the season, isn't it? Because it's starting early because of the World Cup in the bloody middle of the desert, isn't it? Crazy bloody sods. Yeah, it's what it is, mate, isn't it? Bloody is what it is, mate. No, rice is different gravy, mate. Rice is a nutter. Irish strong stock, mate. He's mad. I mean, he's Superman. I don't know how he does it, mate. I don't know. And I still say he done two people's jobs last season with Suchek. Suchek wasn't helping him at all. I could be a right git for saying it, but I can only say, I mean, I was a season ticket holder. I didn't see Suchek do anything. Every time there's a tackle, last minute ditch clearance, just Rice was everywhere trying to make things happen, really. Brian, wow, that's damning, isn't it, Brian? Bloody hell, mate. I didn't think a lot of teams are fitter than us, to be fair, but certainly we're not the brightest or in terms of invention, creativity, and we should be as a West Ham team. So I'm surprised you said that the Rangers are fitter than us, mate. Very interesting point there. Yeah, very interesting point. Yeah, but you don't know. I mean, some of these things like the prices, you don't know, do we? I mean, I look at playertransfermarket.com and things like that. We don't know, do we? And I know. The thing is, yeah. Let me know what you think. You know, the debate's always been to let the Scottish Premiership join our Premiership or have a cup competition together. That's always been talked about. That we want Rangers and Celtic in the Premier League. And for me, I think if that ever happened, it'd be very unfair for Scotland, very unfair for them, unless their lower leagues can all join Division 1, 2, 3, and 4. But then Scotland want a referendum and independence. It's very complicated, very complicated. But I wouldn't say. I mean, selfish point of view, I think Rangers and Celtic in the Premiership after a couple of years and the money that they would be up there, mate, and then that'll make it harder for us, I think. Yep, it does, mate. It does, mate. Mate, I've got to tell you privately. There's no trick to it, mate. Just what I'm going to do now. I'm going to have a look while we're live, and let's have a look at since the live show's gone live. Are we about to sign anyone? Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Right, I'm going to share my screen. Right, right. What I'm hearing is, oh my God, you got to be joking me. Because that Jacob Steinberg, he's a big guy. Lingard is close to agreeing a deal with Forest. Everton, West Ham interested, and then someone else has said Lingard has an offer to join Everton. See, we are. See, so this makes sense. So Lingard is saying that I have got a lot of offers, but I want to play for West Ham. That's my preference. But what West Ham are not doing is meeting what he wants or what someone else wants to pay. And I'm saying, for fuck's sake, there's no transfer fee involved. He's already smashed it for you. We need him. Look at our results and what we're doing. I know it's pre-season. Look, since December, we threw away top five. Just get the boy in. I'm just sick of it. I mean, this is just crazy. If you're going to lose him for a few pounds here and there, if you can't even get a free transfer over the line, that's pathetic for me, mate. Absolutely pathetic. Absolutely fucking disgraceful. Agree with you, Woods. This is not on. This is absolutely pathetic. Could have got this deal done. Fucking over it, mate. Seriously, if he goes Forest and Everton and we get these. Right, that's on those one, and let's have a look at. Let me check on the West Ham news now quickly while we're here. But looks like the Lingard is the main news, everyone. What's going on? So why has it gone quiet on Broja now? Does everyone remember that Claret and Hugh website, after we started jumping up and down yesterday, Claret and Hugh, who are I know a couple of the boys there, they're connected to certain people in high up at West Ham, and they said that we've not made any approach for Broja. We were all going mad. All the websites, Darmish, me, everyone's like, Broja's coming in. And then Claret and Hugh, our good buddies, they're like, hang on a minute. And Sullivan's the one that talks to them. He's like, nothing happening there, mate. So it's all gone quiet today, isn't it? It's just not a good West Ham day today. It is not a good West Ham day today. And it's just like, that worries you, doesn't it? I'll do it. Woods, what's 3 million, mate? Look at Arnie. Yamalenko, 125,000 a week, 4 years, and there's plenty of others like that. The boy was that funny little CDM from Colombia under Pellegrini. Didn't even play a game. His wife was at bloody Harrods every day. He didn't want to go because of that. Just give him 3 million. Come on, mate. What's 3 million? Just do it. Just do it, mate. And the longer he goes on, it just leaves a bad taste in the mouth for everyone. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Hang on a minute. I don't know about this. Oh, my God. Right, can you see this? That's it, Woodsy. Sanchez. That's it, mate. What a crap player. Mate. See, this is why I always felt that they're not going to give him us. I didn't think they would sell him. You got to be stupid. But then I'm only human. And when Darmish and one or two other people I talked to, and every guy, even that Romano, whatever it is, Fabrizio, they go, yeah, he's forced to move through, he's coming home, and it's all been done. I didn't think Chelsea or United are ever going to give us any players because we are finishing around them. Right? So that's what I always felt, and I thought we got to go for the other lad then. I didn't think, but it just keeps going crazy, isn't it? It just keeps on crazy window. Mate, it's going to be hard to get more minutes than Crown, mate. You're right, mate. But Lingard is kind of, he's like, he doesn't want to be hung up. Right, Hammers News are calling it a serious ankle injury against Rangers for Agard. We don't know yet, do we? Really? I mean, that gets the headlines, but it's not serious, is it? I mean, we don't know. I'm telling you, ankle's a very sensitive part, isn't it, of your foot? I know a few players that he twist. Frankie, my good boy, he was going to join me, but I think he's busy. But what Frankie told me was that he didn't control the ball very well, which is kind of worrying. He didn't control it well, so he must have gone a little bit further afield, and then he's trying to stick his foot in, and then obviously the clashes happen and the bangers happen, I think. The Moroccan international could be seen shaking his head in disbelief. Mate, it's West Ham, mate. It's West Ham, mate. On the floor for several minutes. Brevitt remarked it was a worrying commentating for the game. Mate, if he's something like he's out till November, this is just not on, is it, mate? It's just not on. It's just not on. Really? Mandy, you are full of information. You are full of information. Well, I keep trying to pour the sweat off my bloody head, mate. It's mad. The other one is Newman. Right, this 33. I hope Anana's coming in. I'm not sure about this guy. I'm not sure about David Ryan. I'm not sure. Not 30 million from him. You must be joking. No way. No. I want that Anana boy in. Someone in there. Right. Well, this is the final one I'm going to look at. Darmish, what are you waffling on about, mate? Advanced stage, 30 million star. What? What's the date today? 8:55. Do you see what I mean? This, I've never seen it like this. Conflicting reports from two big sources. Darnish was like it's going to get over the line. It's weird, isn't it? Absolutely weird, isn't it? Let's see what's going on in the chat. I'll tell you what, before we sign off, I mean, I'm not happy. I'm very, very worried. I think you've got Newcastle creeping up behind us. You've got Villa. Spurs have probably accelerated a few steps ahead of us. And don't forget, last summer, we were ahead of these clubs and we did nothing about it. Zuma, hands up, should have done much more than that. We were the only club more or less in serious. Tottenham were in the European competition below us. Arsenal were nowhere to be seen. Newcastle didn't even know about the Saudi takeover. And this is when you take advantage. And typical West Ham, go back to 1985-86, go back to Alan Pardew times. We're bloody cursed, mate. 85-86, you sign no one. And then McAvenny, Cotty, they're all go. And you only buy when it's too late, when everyone's gone and you're panicking and you're throwing money at anyone. You know, this club has got a history of not building when it needs to. It just drives me up the wall sometimes. You know, I mean, we reached the final with Liverpool FA Cup 06, and what does the club do? Alan Pardew disrupt all the dressing room. You bring in Tevez and on some dodgy deals, and that shocks everyone, the whole system at the club, and we just about stay up. It's just like absolutely shocked, mate. Mandy, we are always on edge. Forget about them. Forget about Bowen and Rice. Imagine if something happened to them. You know? Imagine something happens to them. I don't even want to go there. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely, you know? And I just feel sorry for the fans who've gone to nearly every game. My son went to the Reading one. He wasn't too impressed. The boys have gone to Rangers in this weather. Listen, if I'm in this state sitting on... Shit, my rum's running out. I better tell the boy to get me some rum in it. Harge! Well, I was telling the boy to top up my rum, plenty of ice. I was like panicking, mate. Mate. Oh my God, Mandy's a legend, mate. Mandy, let me know if you go. Do you go regularly? Do you not? I have to put my hands up. I've been a season ticket holder for a number of years, but this season I didn't renew. Couple of reasons. One was like it's really hard to go every week. I live out west, and it takes me about nearly a couple of hours to get there. Wipes all your day out, and I want to pick and choose the games I want to go to. You know, I can't go all the time, and then sometimes you've got no one to hand the tickets to things. So I'm gonna be flexy and go when I want. You know, that kind of thing. And the football since Christmas, absolutely below par, but it is what it is, isn't it? Hello, mate. How you doing? I'm glad you're patient, mate. I'm just like, what's going on, mate? Yeah, lots of ice. I'll tell you how hot it was. I put 4 cubes of ice in my glass about 3 hours ago. Within 35 seconds, I think I had 1 cube left. It was, and we heard thunder. Nothing more happened, and it just like rained for about 2 minutes. That's all we've had. And what's happened now with the cloud and the rain? It's got more humid. It's gotten worse. So it's probably like if you've been to the Far East and oh my God, mate! I went to Delhi. Let me tell you a funny story about India. I went to Delhi on business. I didn't know what it's like. I went in July. It's so hot. They got AC in the lifts. And I spoke to people who wear shirts. And I go, "How do you do it?" They go, "Jazz, we've got to wear this vest underneath our shirts or another vest, and there's all these little tricks. It's too hot." And obviously, being born in the West, when you sweat, it's dirty. You want to have a shower. I had a shower out a couple of hours ago, but out there, you just give up because you go out for a walk. I just had a T-shirt, went for a tour of a lot of the Delhi historical sites. Absolutely loved it. I'm a foodie, and I'm like, I just gave up sweating. So you live like the locals. You just give up after a while because you're gonna just sweat and you just get on with it. Wear a dark colour. I don't know. You just live like the locals. I mean, Singapore is a nightmare, mate, as well. Oh my God, I probably walked 50 steps to a restaurant. I was sweating. I know I had a suit. Oh, mad, mate. You're cheeky, ain't ya? Cheeky. Yeah, whatever suits, isn't it, Mandy? Whatever suits everyone. Not everyone can afford to go, especially at the moment. You will not want to know what my gas, electric, direct debits next month going to be. It's nearly tripled. It's nearly tripled. It's absolutely mad. Everyone's trying to cut costs where they can and things like that. A lot of people are worried about Stuart Pearce leaving. He was on Talksport earlier. A lot of people are worried about him, saying he had a big effect. You're right. Thank you. You right? Oh, I thought it was Ruby. Ruby's our British short hair cat. We kind of bought. Well, not, I hate using that word. Bought. She came into our family in lockdown. Ruby. So I might get Ruby on one of our shows. Very, very beautiful, beautiful Ruby. Part of our family. Lovely. Keeps me busy. Ruby. I heard Pochettino's going back to Spurs, isn't he? I do like Poch. I do like him. I like managers who remind me of John Lyall, because John Lyall is obviously part of our hearts and our dreams. That kind of, not dreams, I mean part of our history and things like that. So that's why I see a bit of Eddie Howe in him. But then I made a mistake on Pellegrini. I really thought Pellegrini was like John Lyall, the elder statesman, the play football, good football on the floor at all costs. But those all costs were too much, mate. You didn't know about defending, and we were like, second season, we were gone, weren't we? We were absolutely gone. I don't know, because he's dealt with Levy and it didn't go well, so he knows what it's like to have a really difficult owner, isn't it? Or jump in the chiller cabinet, isn't it? Jump in the chiller cabinet, mate. That's what it is, mate. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think seriously, these are really worrying. Let me put the fixtures up, the remaining fixtures in pre-season. Let me put that up for everyone. Let's see what we got coming up. Yeah, someone's just waiting for X to see if he's got any more. So Nottingham Forest, everyone, have come in late interest. Nottingham Forest. Yeah, let me get that on the things for you lot. So let me repeat that this game today, that was our strongest team apart from Souček starting. That was the strongest team. There's no one out there. There's nothing else to bring in. That's it. Right? So and as far as I'm concerned, if you agree, be it fitness, be it not, I've seen nothing from our team in all the preseason. Absolute garbage. Absolute boring, nothing at all. And now we've got Luton, 23rd of July. We've got no one else to bring in. There's no one injured who's going to be fit. It's going to be the same thing again. It's going to get worse. And then what he's going to do? Bring in Areola half a game and what's he going to do? You just imagine this momentum going into the first game in the crowd. Same team, same momentum, and you've lost Agard. Are you going to jump up and down? Are you going to wake up in the morning really excited like we should for the first game of the season? It drives me up the bloody wall, mate. Up the wall, you know that. Look. Soviets, wherever they are, Switzerland 2-0. Nothing happened in that game. West Ham Ipswich 2-1. Bournemouth 1-1. Reading 1-1. You lose. It's just... You got Lens as well, a week after that. No Epic. Epic, what I'm thinking is we are a lot of players short, mate. What I'm thinking, Man City, if I was I just think Pope was slightly better. I heard Pope was 10 million. A couple of days ago, from a lot of sources online, I found out Pope cost 10 million. And I know he went Newcastle and he's up north, but if you don't make your move quick to get a player in you want, then you don't know if he's going to come. I'll give you a couple of examples from history. Phil Parks, David Cross. I mean, a lot of old names. You won't know this. These are people, when they met the manager, they had no intention to sign for West Ham because of geography, location, all kinds of things. But they go, once we found out the club really wanted us, we had a chat with the manager, we couldn't say no. So this is what it's about, right? Never say no, But if you're not going to talk to Pope, you're not going to look at Tarkowski. I found out yesterday, everyone, he went to Everton on a free transfer. Everton one of the biggest clubs in the worse shape than most clubs in Premiership. Tarkowski goes to, and yeah, we've heard the stories. His wife doesn't want to go down south, and we've had those issues with Scousers. We all remember Mark Ward's wife wanted to leave the club after a few games. We know Unsworth left West Ham after a good season because the wife was homesick. We get that, but why not bring in Tarkowski on a free transfer 29? Why not? You don't have to teach him anything. He knows the league. He knows the language. Just not doing things smart. And it just worries me about David. Sometimes he's a wonderful manager, great guy, does the hard things well, but does the easy things, he doesn't do them well. He doesn't do them well, He doesn't do them well. That's a good catch, isn't it? Does the hard things well, but the easy things he doesn't do well. He's done the hard work coming in, saved us from relegation, stabilised us, got us fit, we're solid. And when you need to buy a skillful one, just sitting on his ass, being an arrogant little git, like, I don't need anyone, I'm happy with a small squad at work. I'm like, is that what's driving you, Lou? Is that what you're thinking of him as well? Say me, mate. Hope you're doing well. Cheers, mate. It's only my second one. I've been all right. Bob, and tell me what you think about him when you saw him on YouTube, because I didn't know anything about him, and I thought he looked wicked. What I like about these big boys, they're good on the floor. He got a great shot on the floor. He can hold it. He can dribble it. A bit like Jacko. I think the guy is all right. I know, Stu. I know, but when you're a footballer and you got limited time in years as a player, West Ham's not bad. It's not a bad time to go to London, is it? Especially if you've not been there. I think there's more reason for you to go there, and you're still going to have a house because you're so rich as a footballer. You're still going to have your mansion in Chester, and then school. I mean, the wife can look after. I shouldn't say it, but that kind of thing, and you can come down now and again and. Yeah, he's the only footballer once, aren't you? You see what I mean, Stuart? Stuart Pearce was saying, like, they asked Stuart Pearce, what was it like when you got to the semi-finals of Europa and as a player? What's the difference? Like, and he said a couple of things. He said, it was great as a coach last season, Eintracht, but he goes, it doesn't beat experience when you're a player. Then the other question he interestingly said was, he goes, Stuart Pearce goes, is it worse losing in the final or semi-final? He said, it's worse losing in the semi-final. Because you've got another game and the competition's still alive and that kills you. So in the final, he goes, at least they've won it and that's the end till next season. So I thought, interesting point to share with you guys. So let me know in the chat, do you feel worse losing in the semi-final or final? Because I've seen us lose so many semi-finals. I think it's worse, actually, as a fan, maybe for player, as a fan, losing the final, I think is bad. Liverpool, I don't even want to watch that game ever again. Don't even want to watch that game. Mike, I just saw that and it's driving me nuts. But what they're saying is that West Ham have been sitting on this deal with Lingard, giving him priority for weeks and weeks and weeks. And West Ham are just fucking taking the piss, mate. Taking the piss out of us, taking the piss out of the club. Free transfer, just give him what he wants. I'm telling you, I mean, I'm glad in a way I'm not a season ticket holder at the moment because don't have to worry about that at the moment. I can, but I'm just saying, I'm just sick of it, mate. Mike, it's pathetic, isn't it, mate? Absolutely pathetic. How long's it going? And Lingard's embarrassed. He didn't want to say. He's like, I want to come. They're my priority. Okay, don't give me what I want. But when you start negotiating, you obviously start crazy. And then West Ham will tell the press, oh, he wants that much money. That's a starting point. As when you sell your house, you're going to go high, aren't you? But in your head, you're going to go lower, aren't you, when it's finally agreed? But if they're not budging and you've got nothing to negotiate, then there's only a certain time you can wait. And Lingard is saying, I can't wait any longer for West Ham. That's worrying. He's saying by Friday, I have to move with respect. I have to go somewhere else. And we can see from this team, we bloody need him and a lot more. It's just not on, mate. It's just not on. Ben Rama, like I said, I'm unsure about, mate. I need to see more of him. I need to see him rip it more in the big games and get and see and not only on his help. I want Moyes to back him more, put his arm around him, stop taking him off after 62 minutes. It's a two-way thing there as well, mate. He needs to have more kind of be a bit more strong, a bit more assertive. If the fan, like, I'll tell you, boss, I'll tell you, but I find him a bit soft, gets upset a lot. Had a bit of a altercation with him coming off last season. Do you remember? Goes a bit missing in the big games. If you're playing Liverpool, Man United, Spurs, Arsenal, do you really see in the chat Benrahma dominating? Taking game scruff of the neck and that kind of thing. I don't know. I can only not sure. Lingard, absolutely sure he'll do it. Spurs, and he's proved it. Big game player. He ain't gonna go missing, mate. Yep, 6'4", 6'5". We're gonna have a big team, aren't we? But we're getting to a point now. I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting tired of all the players linked. All the things that they're about to come, and it just all goes quiet again. It's draining, isn't it? Especially in this hot weather. Are we going to end up with someone cheaper? Completely no one knows. It's typical West Ham, isn't it, everyone? I am, because I can only judge it, Mike, what I'm seeing today. But it can quickly change. If we get those 3-4 bodies over the line, Mike, then, as we know, it's a quick turnaround, and things can change quickly, mate. No, I want him, mate. I want him. Interesting. With him, Spurs have been linked with him for 2 years now, and that link isn't going away. And don't forget how many players want to play in the Conference League. And I'm not keen on him. I think he's had a very average 2 years. Wolves tried playing him up front, didn't work out. Let me check his age out. Traore. Let's check him out. Very similar to Antonio, isn't it? I just want to check his age out and things like that. And it's very odd what's going on at Barcelona, isn't it? 1 minute you're skint, 1 minute you're not. So let me get that out on my screen for you guys. Let's look at Traore. Right, Adam Traore. Right, everyone. He is 26. 26, 8 caps for Spain, no goals. Let's have a look at his stats, season by season. Right, 11 games in the La Liga, 2 goals, 2 assists. It's all right. Europa, 6 games, 2 assists. Premier League, 20. So he left halfway through. One. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? There is something in there. There is a player in there, but I don't think you can play him as a striker. I think he would be good in one of those 4-2-3-1 positions. But then, have we got room for him? We've got Antonio, Bowen. We already got Benrahma. If Lingard comes in, then you got Traore. And again, going back to West Ham, are just not a big enough club to play big and then not playing them now and again. Do you see what I mean? I wouldn't say no, mate. But West Ham, when they spend big, they want that person like Moyes. If we sign a 30 million striker, I bet you that's the only one we're going to sign. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I just can't see West Ham being 10 million. I'm not sure if it's going to be 10 million, the wages and that kind of thing. I don't know. I mean, if we talk about players we need, I mean, like in the middle, you've got Ward-Prowse, you've got Moutinho, you've got Neves, dictate play, they can tackle, they can pass a bit, and then the 6'5" Onana. Downs, for me, you got to bring him in slowly. I don't want him being, because West Ham are like, boys, God, I'm going to play him every game, kill him, and 50. That is not the way to go. Souček, not for me. Sell him while you can get some money for him. And a lot of that reason I'm saying that is because we don't have a lot of money and we have to gamble. So I'm like, Vlasic, good age, we might get something from, I don't know. So I would prefer, I don't think Ward-Prowse is realistic because I think Southampton are going to be asking a lot of money. Broja, I can't see it happening again. I know I went up and down my show yesterday because I really believe the sources, and it's then that Claret and Hugh thing at the end blew the candle out on your birthday cake, and then it's gone quiet today, isn't it, bro? Just completely quiet. But the guy who's going to be landing and shaking Sullivan's hand, he's gone completely quiet, isn't it? And I'm like, why hasn't everyone jump up and down? It made me happy, and then I jumped up and down, and you jump up and down with me as well. You see what I mean? I'm like, I don't know. This window, but what even from my mate, I don't know, it's just weird. You're getting all this news and it's just not going anywhere. It's hitting a wall, and then who are we going to sign? Lauren Hardy? I don't know. It's just crazy. But I keep saying it. We need many, many more players than other teams. So don't judge and say, oh, Jazz, that club haven't signed too many players. Listen, Arsenal have sorted it out. They bought 7, 8 players in the last 2 windows. So Spurs. Villa have done their dealings already. That Kamara guy, Marseille, we were looking at for 2 windows. They've done that, got him on the free. What you like about Villa is they don't hang around, mate. Danny Ings, remember when Danny Ings signed? We were like, what happened there? No negotiation, nothing. They probably wanted 20. Villa like, here's 25 million, get him in the car. That's how Villa do it. They don't even piss about. Boundier, 33 million, they've hardly used him. Get on the bench, son. Bailey, 35 million, get on the bench, son. So you might have a go at Villa saying, oh, they don't know what they're doing, like their signings ain't coming off. They ain't stopping now, are they? Target, in and out, get out there, mate. And Newcastle, they've got the money, they've got the clout, but they're being careful about deals and pulling out when things are getting silly in terms of asking. But, they're going to nail someone anyway, aren't they? They signed that Botman, didn't they? Don't forget... what's that bloody striker always scores against us? They got a good striker, and then Eddie Howe's like, instead of being taken down the cleaners with some of the demands of the clubs, we're going to go and see what we got. They bought Wood. They got that Brighton big boy, didn't they? Targets coming in. Don't forget Trippier. Don't forget that signing. What a great signing Trippier was. I know he's a little bit older, but he came in for 4 or 5 games, smashed it, assists, goals everywhere. Luckily got injured. He's going to be coming back. They got Pope in goal. They're going to be overtaking us, mate. They're going to be overtaking us. Let me see what's happening in the chat. It's the wages. We just mess. But Smeagol, listen to this, mate. We're trying to get the Lingard deal over the line last 3, 4 windows, and there was Man United to deal with. So sometimes they're happy with Lingard, couldn't pay what United want, and now you've just got Lingard. There's no fee. There's no club to negotiate, and we still can't do it. So there you go, mate. At least, mate. At least. And with Agard, touch wood, could be more, mate. We would have ran away with Europa with a good 2 windows. If Vlasic had turned out to be the £30 million player we thought, we would have smashed it. And finished ahead of Man United as well. Do you know, for me, I want to sell him for his benefit as well, for ours. And the worry is that, he's one of the 4 I said that have to go to get money in. But if we're not buying anyone, then how can I support selling anyone? You're right. And I kept thinking we're going to buy £30 million striker, we're going to buy £30 million CDM, and then these 4 have to go. Souček, Benrahma, Vlasic. Not signing anyone. No one's being sold. No one's being linked. No one's ripping. All I know is that Fulham are trying to get duped for 10 million plus add-ons, aren't they? Which is a bit naughty, isn't it, everyone? At this rate, mate, you might have to, because we haven't got anyone. At a minimum. Hope you're doing all right, Dana boy. Cheers, mate. Hope you're doing all right. I'm sweating my bloody pants off in here, mate. Jesus Christ. Cheers, mate. At a minimum. Look at their form since Christmas. It's right up there, mate. It's way above us. It's in the top 10. It's in the top 10 already, mate, under Eddie Howe. It drives me mad, and then he's kicking around bins and all that. What the hell, mate? I don't think they even get on, mate. I don't even think they get on, because he's an old school, isn't he? Moyes is an old school manager. He's not used to director footballs, and he doesn't know what he's one of the old boys, isn't he? Probably he's the oldest left now, isn't he? He's got to be, isn't he? He's got to be in it. Came from Preston, went to Everton, and United and all that kind of thing, didn't he? I forgot what I was saying, Danny boy. What was I saying? Remind me. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I think Newcastle will be top 10, mate. No. There was a table, Dana. There's a table. They said that this is the table after Christmas, and Newcastle were comfortably in the top 10 because they bought well in Christmas. Good manager, rejigged the formation. Played one of the strikers on the wing, the big boy. Forgot his name. Really clever. Good manager, mate. Good man. And they're owned by the way it's split. Obviously, you've got the Saudi government owning them. There's no lying about it. It's obvious to bloody everyone. Then they've got the Reuben brothers, who are real estate experts in the northeast, and the plans are there for that new ground, mate. Because I was there at the first home game. First time I went to James's Park, right in the middle of the town centre. Great location, mate. But obviously, I don't know if they're going to build that new stadium there. It's going to be Man City Part 2, mate, isn't it? 2 years' time, 3 years' time. And we'll be still there scratching our balls, won't we? Fucking with a pie and mash. Fucking hell, mate. When's God going to look on us suffering? 1983, I supported West Ham. The only thing I've seen us win is the 1984 London Evening Standard Cup. You won't even know what that is. It used to be a five-a-side tournament in the mid-'80s where you pick your 5 fastest, skillful players. They even used to chuck Watford in there, Luton in there. And it used to be shown live on TV late on ITV, and we won it in '84. Our team, we beat Spurs in the final. Our team was Cotty in goal. I think it was a reserve goalkeeper in goal. Lampard was in there. Jeff Pike, Ray Stewart. That's the only thing I've seen this win. I saw the 1980. Yeah, I thought we were going to win the league in '86. We lost it because the league forced us to play 3 games a season. We lost out. I saw us lose out to 1989 League Cup semi-final. Luton, 2-legged. Oldham done a 6-0 in 1990. We saw the FA Cup, Tony Gale, Forest. We were going to win the old league, Championship League. We were going to beat Oldham. And then suddenly Oldham got a penalty in the last minute. So we finished second. I've seen it all, mate. Absolutely nuts, mate. Let's see what's happening. Dana, boys on form. Dana. Yeah, what it is, Dana, because I live quite close to Heathrow, only a couple of junctions up the M4, they said that Heathrow clocked at 40 degrees something, didn't it? So I am in the hottest part in the west, and I'm in the hottest part. I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, Tooting, mate. What's Tooting like? Let me know. Is it up and coming? It's funny how all these places when I used to grow up, like Brixton, Shepherd's Bush, they were rough, mate. I don't mind saying it. And then I was brought up in Southall, and it's still fucking like up all the way down. Anyway, everything else has gone up. Southall's next to Ealing. You should be up Crossrail, but it ain't. But everything else like Brixton, Notting Hill because of the film, and Shepherd's Bush, and Tooting. I'm sure Tooting was a little bit down as well, mate. I don't know what that's like. Just down and laughing. No, mate, I'm just about bloody wake up for the shows. No, I am gonna. Yeah, I might do it. Yeah, I might, Luca. Let's have a chat next couple of days, mate. Because let's have a chat next couple of days and see what we can do, mate. Reste. Oh, I'll try to get tickets to that game. It's so hard. We sold out all our end, and Blackpool had a few empty pockets. But West Ham, you've seen our way following is absolutely amazing, isn't it, mate? Even Europa away, good luck getting those tickets. But is it? No, seriously. I don't know. I've never been, mate. I know there's a few Tariq Halal butchers up there, mate. I might get myself into trouble, but anyway. Hey, Lee, you're a top boy, Lee. Lee, you guys work me too hard. I need to get moderator. I can't keep up with it, mate. Seriously. All that love you guys are showing me, sweating, mate, making me drink more and more. God bless you all. I mean, I was kind of from West London, so I grew up in West Drayton, which is famous for where the VAR lots sit in Stockley Park. Don't forget, you lot, I'm being brave because I'm recovering from the virus. Do you remember? I had the virus. I got to test myself. Yesterday looked like I was all right. It still takes you time to get over it, isn't it? So I think I caught it I went into Liverpool Street on Tuesday, And then I caught it, and I had all the symptoms after Wednesday, and now I'm kind of much better than before, really. So give it a couple of more days. But yeah, got a little tickle in my throat sometimes, but that's about it. Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't want to live in London. I mean, yeah, I was brought up in West London, not too far from Heathrow. Like VAR is kind of around the corner from where my mum still lives. Chelsea used to train in what they call Stockley Park, around the corner from me, Sipson Village. So when I used to walk past, because I didn't have a car back then, student, you see Ruud Gullit, Dennis Wise. And this is the story of Chelsea back in, late 80s, early 90s. They couldn't even afford their own training ground. That was the Imperial College training ground, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea used to hire out from a university. They didn't even have a training ground. And you can Google their Stamford Bridge and have a look what it looks like in the mid-80s. I think there's only a stand in two, three ends. The rest there's nothing there. It's just an odd bob mix-up. And see how fortunes can change when now they're all stuck up. You know how things can change for some people, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. Then the Iceland boys come for us, and then that's it, mate. Let's catch up with the Worthing is. Well done. Listen, I've heard Sussex is a beautiful part of the world, mate. You got Hove, you got Brighton, got time for that. Lovely part of the world, mate. Lovely. I hope not. That's not nice, is it? Every day, tell your employer to behave themselves and try to break it up for you, mate. Bit naughty, aren't they? I know Uxbridge very well, mate. Went to college there. A lot of shenanigans up there. Didn't have a show on that. I know Uxbridge very well. Yeah. Ealing, Uxbridge, and yeah, West Drayton, Hayes, Southall, and got a few boys in Norfolk. I know all that kind of thing. But I moved to Berkshire in 2001 and not looked back. So Berkshire's my new home. Yeah, it's going well. It's going well. I should have gone to the Reading game. It was down the road, but I had the COVID, didn't I? So my son went, and he didn't enjoy it that much. Largely because of Reading. A lot of the Reading fans didn't even turn up, really. And he managed to get a ticket for the. That's another thing, everyone. We were thinking we wanted to go Reading West Ham. We ain't going to get a ticket. My son rang up the club on the morning, and he found out that Reading Football Club. So he rang up Reading Football Club and found out for West Ham they released 1,000 more tickets in the morning. So you got all those tickets for that, mate. Yeah. Yeah, like me, innit? Like me, innit? Steve, the thing with that club is we got high blood pressure, haven't we? We go up and down. We'd start screaming, and we're like, what the? We're passionate, aren't we? And we do say a lot of things, including me, mate. Hands up. But I'm really upset. It's only because I love West Ham. I know it's a pre-season, but I don't want to win. I just want to see something. I just want a goal, a bit of trick, a bit of skill, make the fans happy. You've come made the effort, and it's just all been a bit lethargic, isn't it, Steve? That's all I'm saying, mate. And I think, and again, going back to my partner Frankie, I know how big a club we are and how much you deserve, I deserve, the fans deserve. It's gone on too long, mate, isn't it? Gone on too long, mate. That's all. And I do lose it now and again, but then I wouldn't be if I was West Ham, would I? Oh, right. Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not, mate? Why not? Is that Ryan from West Ham? Ryan Archer? He's a good lad. West Ham fans TV, yeah. I haven't met them, not since the lockdown and channel started. Got to catch up with them, mate. They're all good lads. I know, Lee. Lee, mate. I am. But believe it's going to end soon. It has to end soon, mate. Isn't it? We're talking, I think, by Friday. And Lee, if you join the channel a bit later on, it's because of West Ham. He said the delay has been at West Ham's end. I've told him I want to play for you. And when someone tells you that, your heart's got to melt, innit? You got to give him a hug and say, free transfer, Man United, piss off. Come here. What do you want? Come here. And didn't you do it like, that's a bit, nah, I'll give you a bit this much. And I'll give you a bit more if you do that. And the deal's done. The deal, I work in finance, mate. The deal's done, mate. And you, seriously, mate, seriously. Rich, how you doing, mate? You had your dinner, mate? How's it good? Was it good? Let me just check on something 1 minute. I am, especially because we're a top 6, top 7 club, apparently, since the last 2 seasons. But, I hate Arsenal. No. I hate Tottenham, Chelsea's, whatever. Arsenal, don't like Arteta. Fans are okay. You just got to look around you. What's going on there, mate? Newcastle are on our heels. Villa doing their business early. United are going to come in strong anyway. That's what I'm worried about, mate. We had a better team. Look at 2 years ago. We had a better team than all of them, including this window last summer. Do you remember how high we were? We were pissing it, mate. Above United. Who the hell are United? Who the hell are Tottenham? Who are Arsenal? Who are the Villa? Who's Newcastle? Newcastle looking through the bins for like cheeseburger half eaten. Nothing. We did nothing. Zuma, thank God he came. Thank God Zuma came. But Vlasic signing him and Krau? I don't blame those individuals, but they weren't the right players for us, mate. We should have gone in hard for a striker, and we didn't. And the rest is history, my friend. Well, I spot West Ham because of my dad. Actually, my dad wanted to correct the story. He's in India at the moment. He's retired. He spends a lot of time there. And I kept telling everyone, my dad supports West Ham because of the 1966 World Cup. He said, no, I want to correct you on that. I said, what is it? He said, what happened was I was watching the 1970 World Cup because I think he came to the UK in 1966. I don't know. He's like 10, 11 from India. I don't know. But he goes, I was watching the 1970 World Cup because I think a lot of the people bought TVs for that World Cup. I don't know if there was colour or not. And then he said a story broke that Bobby Moore has been arrested for, something he didn't do in Mexico. There was some botched up story that he stolen something and he didn't. They kept him in lockdown and he came out. And then my dad said, I was at school and I wanted to ask my mates, like, who's that? What happened? I like him. Who does he play for? And he plays for West Ham. That's the reason that we're all West Ham mad in my family. It's just a funny reason, isn't it, sometimes? So Dad said, that's why I wanted, because of Bobby Moore. But not for the 66 reason that I felt sorry for him and I wanted to know. From 1970, it's funny what you find out. And like, bloody hell. One minute. I think I got one more to go. We're all done there. Sorry about that. Yeah, but it's funny how you like, Dad, like I'm 47, like you didn't even tell me. Going off track again, if you've got the chance and you've got grandparents, get a family tree done while they're alive and they got the knowledge. I wish I did it. And they had all the knowledge, used to bark verbally at me, one ear out the other, because I love history and I want to do it. So, if your elders are still alive, get a family tree done and find out that, what's our history, where are we from, mate, and all that. And some of you might be from the Punjab, Sikhs, you might have Indian blood in you. You don't know, mate. You don't know. But anyway, where are you? Steve, you're naughty, mate. You're naughty boy. Yeah, I know, mate. I ain't been down. I'm a fish and chips mad junkie. So I was telling the wife, but you don't want to go down the coast at the moment. You can imagine because that when you go Brighton and down there's only that one lane, isn't it? Either way, and it always gets blocked up, doesn't it? Because when the kids were young, Sea Life Centre, Harry Ramsden's fish and chips. I used to love it in Brighton. Love it, mate. Steve's on form. Steve's on form. Oh my days. Oh yeah. Totally bloody forgot about that. Yeah. I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, but why didn't it come up in the Dortmund move medical? I don't know. I'm not saying it for their benefit, but for his benefit, in case you didn't know. I don't know. Bit surprising, isn't it? But wish you well, my boy. Nothing's bigger than any individual or health or kicking the circular air ball that gets us all wound up. We're all behind you. Get well soon, Mr. Haller. And don't worry about football. Fuck football. It's your health, your family, everything like that, mate. So, and touchwood, we're in such a good time in history that medical services and advancement is brilliant. And sometimes I shouldn't say it, I know it's a worry, and it should be. That 6-letter word is frightening. It's very, very frightening, but God willing and touchwood, so many people hopefully come out of it now. So, wish you the well. Great point, mate. Naughty of me. Naughty of me. Not doing that. Very, very naughty of me. No, no, no. See, Asian's a big word. So you got the Indian subcontinent, which used to be Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, which got split into, you know what, after partition. That's a different ball game. Then you got the Far East, haven't you? You got your Thailand, you got your Singapore, Japan, China, totally different from India, isn't it? But they used to be interlinked with Buddhism. So Buddhism used to be from India. Then Hinduism is the oldest religion in the world. Then you got Sikhism, which I am. Got Islam came in sort of 1200. There's a lot of mixtures there, mate. A lot of mixtures, mate. How you doing, all right, Frankie? Don't know, mate. I don't know. Can't control all of them. I told you I need two doormen in this show now. Two doormen, and I might choose one of you lot. I think you up for the job. I need one on that end, one on this end. Check the comments. Get your boxing gloves and sort it out for me, mate. Oh, okay. On purpose. That's interesting, isn't it? Do you know what I don't like about the trains? I tell you what. I love automation. I love the new Crossrail. But I'm old school, so I'm like, there should be a manual. Like, why can't I just open the window manually if I want it? Everything's electric, from the toilets, the window, doors. So imagine it just stops. And sometimes, oh, yeah, we're going to stop for 20 minutes now. You can't go out. You can't open the window or the door. That's a bit dodgy, mate. If something happens to the driver, we've had it. There should be a manual override. Like, if you want to just open the window, and I'm not happy with that. Once I went, when you go toilet, you press a button and it doesn't work. It's like it's too much electric, like automatic things going on at the moment. Yeah. Yep, I am Mike. I am from West Drayton, South or Uxbridge, Ealing areas, mate. All round here, mate. So I should have been Chelsea, Brentford, Fulham, perhaps, but no, I was West Ham because of my dear father. Epic, you a naughty boy, you are. Naughty boy. Buddy, I've done this one as well, mate. I don't go around my rum and cokes. You ever seen me in the pub, mate? I shoot these lot like bloody slush puppies, mate. I'm telling you. I'm only taking my time because I'm on the show. Don't even get me started, mate. So everyone in my family, nearly Liverpool. Most of them are Liverpool. Harrow's a lot of Gujarati Hindus. My wife's Gujarati. They're Spurs suddenly. When Poch started, all these things happen that annoy you. Where the Spurs shirts popping out from suddenly? That started to happen. My mate's like, yeah, we're getting a free for a special price at Wembley now. Champions League, Barcelona coming now. They don't even talk about football now. And now they're going to hype up again. We're always in there regularly suffering, aren't we? And these boys, you saw how Spurs, if you've got any Spurs fans in your family, you saw how piped up they got, didn't they? Suddenly, yeah, we're going to go now. Then suddenly, that little period, didn't even talk football. Didn't even exist. It all went quiet. And Arsenal, I know, I don't mind you lot, but you did get a bit naughty under when you thought you were going to get top four. You boys were giving it hard, really being rude towards other clubs. I don't think West Ham do that. Other clubs nick our songs, our Paye songs, and other songs, and then do you remember that thing? Like we are massive. We did it as a laugh. We're laughing at ourselves because we don't take ourselves seriously. And they you're not massive. You're not. That was so funny, wasn't it? And that's why even the London Stadium, hands up, I've done some things wrong I shouldn't have. One thing gets on my nerves is, Asian fans that support Liverpool, especially Indians from London, that drives me mad. Indian fans from London supporting Liverpool, Man United, no for me. Other thing, we're playing you guys at home and you try to sit in our end. I've seen a couple of you guys ahead of me and they've gone at half time because I've had a go at them. Right? Support a club local. And don't sit in our end when we play you. That's going to all of you London, Liverpool fans, Man United, all that. Those two are the worst. Liverpool, Man United are the worst at doing that. And when they do it, they bring 7 of their friends together like it's going to help them. But anyway, I don't want to get upset. Anyway, there we go. Right, let me get back on the bloody thing. I'm falling behind again. Thank you. Frankie, I don't know what you're on about. Tell me what. You know me, I get bloody mixed up what's going on after bloody time. I feel sorry for you, mate. Traveling, not good, mate. Is it driving around? I've got a few friends as a courier driving there. Oh my god, some have gone sick, mate. Can't be bothered. I tell you what, I sat on that Crossrail Elizabeth line. Oh my god, from Slough to Paddington, about 15 minutes. Walk across the platform, Liverpool Street, another 10 minutes. Superb. It's about double the width of normal underground, double the height, AC, enough space for people with suitcases, um, buggies. And I went to Central Line or Jubilee, and when I went to Jubilee Line, guess what hit me? I looked at that bloody carriage and I said, legally, that should not be fit for humans to be sitting and traveling. It's that bad. It's that small. It's dingy. It's claustrophobic. It's hot. Disgusting, mate. Absolutely disgusting. And it's not cheap, is it? We pay a lot for our tickets, don't we, mate? It is, mate. It is, mate. Orient's a bit of a name, Leighton Orient. West Drayton ain't all right anymore, mate. West Drayton's bloody all over the place, mate. My dad and one uncle Liverpool. Oh, mate. I know a lot of Leeds, wasn't it? When my dad grew up in the 70s, a lot of Londoners supported Leeds, didn't they? I stayed in Leeds when I went to St James's Park overnight as a homage. Like because I wanted to break up the journey, and I didn't know you guys then, so that's why I keep saying it. Follow me on Twitter. Where's my Twitter? Like, there's my Twitter address. Follow me, because I'm that kind of guy. When I had 2 tickets out of the blue from a very good friend who's got 2-way season tickets for West Ham. He said, "Jazz, I can't go. Do you want to go?" And I offered them. I don't even want any money. I even had a hotel book, whatever. Ever laugh. I'll drive you there, drive you back. No one was up for it, and then I just gave a ticket to Milesy, my mate, the next day, like with Nicky and them lot. So yeah. So if I have any away tickets, at least if I have a friends and group, I can offer it to you guys, and that kind of thing, really. And I stopped in Leeds, didn't I? I went on a Saturday, stopped in Leeds overnight, had a few Indian grub, and then saw the cricket ground and paid homage to Ellen Road. And my friends like, Jazz, put the West Ham scarf on Don Reeves. And I didn't think much of it. I don't do that. But when you go there, you can't do it. It's respect. The guy's passed away. It's like statues there. It's like going to someone's graveyard. You don't. And I'm sure West Ham fans are class. I'm doing things like that. I'll take a picture of Billy Bremner, Don Revie, the club, one city club like Leeds and Newcastle respect. But I'm not going to take the mick like that. But it's good. Yeah. I'll try. I haven't done it in a while, but yeah, very sad that one of them passed away. Didn't he? I used to love him. But I think a couple of things have gone wrong on it. I think they got to look at them a bit more. Obviously, the boy's gone inside and they knew about it. That's a bit naughty. And then the other boy looks drugged up a lot. He shouldn't do that. And he shouldn't swear at your players too much. I know I don't help, but they're really bad. They're really, really bad. And then suddenly they change. And then you've got, what's his name? The one who passed away. Such a top boy. Yeah, can't remember. Yeah, the bald guy, wasn't it? Do you remember? It begins with G, innit? Right, on one side, Newcastle, mate. Yeah, that's it. It's all about the kits, mate. All about the kits, mate. All about the kits. Oh, no. Give me your last few questions. I've been going live for 1 hour 44. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Let me know if you want to carry on for 10 minutes and I need more rum. Let me know. Let me ask. I think he's gone upstairs, mate. He's gone upstairs now. Hmm? Yeah. He's agreed. He's going to top up my drink, and let's go for the final run then, shall we? Yeah, but what it is, Trini, love your picture, mate. Love your picture. What it is, Trini, it's copycat. So what I'm saying is, especially Indians, even in Southall, they're mainly Sikh. So what's happened in your class? 90% of the people are supporting Liverpool in Southall, West London, and hey, that's what I'm saying. It's copycat, and I'm like, come on. I'm one of those. I like to be different, and I love it. You're going to go that way. I'm deliberately going to go that way and back it up. You know, seriously, I love to follow something different. And I know I didn't have a choice because, to be fair, West Ham, but I could have changed. I mean, I know my dad actually. No, my dad hadn't accepted it, and I don't think I'd done it for my kids. They're all West Ham as well. But don't just keep following. That's what I'm saying. It's fine, but you're following the whole classroom, the whole college, the whole everyone is nearly Liverpool. I'm like, God, I'm sitting at a wedding. I'm like, wow, few Man United here and there. Very minute Arsenal from the Wenger days. When Blackburn won the league, I saw a Sikh guy with a turban south of Broadway wearing a Blackburn shirt the next day. What'd you say to that? do you know what I mean? But to be fair, listen, I go to West Ham, London Stadium, and I'm happy to see more and more local Asians are going to West Ham as family members. I've seen it. So fair dues to everyone, really, on that. Cheers, thank you, sir. It's getting humid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Big time. Oh, my hands are just sweating. No, I've got the fan and I'm all right. Gonna have to have a second shower, ladies and gentlemen. Second shower. You guys have got me sweating, mate. That's it. Claude. That was the one. Claudie. That was the one. God bless him. What a boy. I didn't message him when he broke away. He got his own channel and he just gave me thumbs up and that was enough for me. But yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of difficulties mentally and those kind of things. Very, very sad. I know what he didn't mean to bloody, you know what it was. It was nothing. It was nothing. Listen, I'm the worst of some of the things, and you know my colour, but no, you don't do this. I think you got handed down for no reason. I haven't seen the game properly, but Rangers for me as a club, I remember the days of Jim when they had Mark Haitley, Ali McCoist, Graham Roberts, Graham Souness, Trevor Stevens, Gary Stephen, all these great institution, great club. Love the way the ground is. I'd love to do a tour of it if I could. High regard for Rangers. But Jimmy, let me know, would you ever consider joining the Premier League? Very interesting question. I think you're best where you are because I wouldn't want the Scotland League, you know. The only way it'd work is that you don't want a referendum, and then everyone comes over the border. I don't know. Because it's that weird thing. There is one Scottish team in our league, isn't there? And then you got Carlisle right on the border. So it's quite interesting, mate. He was a fullback, wasn't he, mate? 20 million he's gone, isn't he? Yeah, he's got good land, hasn't he? I live, well, obviously, another interesting fact, I live in the borough I live in, obviously, well, it's Windsor and Maidenhead, isn't it? So Alan Devonshire is manager of Maidenhead. I haven't been. And Dev boy got a lot of time for him. I feel so sorry for Dev. I don't know if you knew that. When he got injured in 84. So let me give you quickly facts about Dev. Dev was actually signed from Southall. Like, just thought of it. It's weird, isn't it, how it all links up? So I was born in Southall. Southall is West London. He used to work for Hoover in Perryvale, Greenford, West London. So he's a West London lad. So the West London, West Ham lads were Paul Goddard from Harlington, where Ray Wilkins and Glenn Hoddle's from, Hayes, next to where I was from. Andy Impey was next door to where I'm from. Neil Shipley was from West Drayton. So these are all West London lads. But the West London lads used to share a car back in the day was, well, Phil Parks, well, I live in Windsor, but Phil Parks he still lives in Wokingham, which is 2 more junctions towards Reading. So imagine in that day and age, you go all the way to Chadwell Heath every day. And if you read John Lard's book, he said that I wanted to sign a world-class player, and when I got it all approved, we moved the training ground starting time 1 hour back to 10 o'clock in the morning to allow Phil to get there on time. This is what you do. You move perimeters and obstacles to go forward in life and sign the players that you want. Yeah, so Wokingham is one of the, always comes up in the top 10 most desirable places to live, obviously after Jazz's back garden, but anyway. Yeah, so the West London boys were Kevin Keane, Tony Gale, Paul Goddard, Parksy. Dev never learnt to drive, so Dev used to go, my routine used to be stop on the way to Wimpy and he used to fall asleep, didn't he? He used to go for a little nap before the game. So I want to see Dev. And Dev, I was going to say, in '84, he got injured against Wigan. Terrible injury, out for 2 years. McAvenny has not even seen him in his prime. Because Bobby Robson was going to take him to the 82 World Cup and things like that. And 84 Euro Championships, wherever they were. And he bid £1 million. Bobby Robson Ipswich bid £1 million for Alan Devonshire after the 1980 FA Cup final. And obviously Lyle said, and the players never used to know the bid was coming because they didn't have an agent. They would find out many years later. Like Mark was like, oh God, I met Kenny Dalglish 5 years ago. He's like, oh Mark, we came in for you, done a bid for you. Amazing times, isn't it? Amazing times, the power that the manager had, top to the bottom, from the finances to the contract negotiations to. And that's why Brian Clough, when the agent came in at the beginning, when Clough was back, he's like, get the fuck out of the room. Brian Clough tells the agent, get the hell out of the room. Who the hell are you? So that's when, obviously, history went that way and the new modern history went that way, didn't it, mate? Yeah. Let me catch up with the comments. Lee's coming now, Lee. Oh, mate. Oh, God bless Lee. Yeah. I mean, this is the second time I've had COVID, mate, and I was knocked out the first time, brother. Luckily, it didn't help my breathing or coughing, but I lost a stone in weight. I was sleeping downstairs on the sofa. All I was doing is I got up to go to the toilet, go back to sleep again. And then we had that oximeter, didn't we, Lee? Checking the performance of the lungs has to be a certain percentage. And the only thing I lived off was milkshake and chewy sweets. When the children were making something to eat, it smelt foul. But God bless you, Lee. Hope your mum's in a good place and really, really sad. Yeah, hope everything's well. And you remember the good times, remember the memories. And me being Indian and spiritual, I believe we all end up together in the same place. The soul always lives. We're going through different stages, my man. And hopefully your mum's in a good place. Yeah, everything good, mate. And thanks for joining, mate. Who lives in Blackburn? I forgot. I'm always a couple of messages behind, aren't I, Dan? I've got to be quick on this, mate. Oh, Frankie. Take care, mate. I hope you got 3,000 uncles and aunties they can subscribe. Thank you. Well, that's great, Frankie. And as I always say, mate, if you're in the chat, let me know if you want to join live. Just send me a private Twitter. There's my Twitter. And send me a message and I'll get you on, mate. I'll get you on. Because this season's going. Because this is my second kind of season now. Because I started and it's my second channel, but this is my first one on my own. So I want to do things a bit differently. I want to get some new people on and that kind of thing. So, oh my God, I'm catching up with the bloody things again. I always get lost in the comments. Oh, sorry, madam. Sorry about that. I'm really bad. My wife's always having a go at me. I always assume things too quickly. I'm really bad. Oh, get in there, mate. What did you think of Clyde Best and people like that and Bonds and Brooking back then? My dad went in 74, didn't he, Tommy? You never missed a game in 74. Because, yeah, how could I? Actually, my son follows Lazio big time. We're big Lazio fans and we're like Rangers. But to be honest, I don't want to lie. Rangers and Celtic for me are the same. I just have to be honest out there. I've got no allegiance towards one or the other. I love both of them, and Lazio especially, and Gaza played for them. Good boy, very good pundit on TalkSport. He's a good lad, isn't he? Good lad. Unknown thing you might not know. He tried it at Sunderland, didn't quite work out. I don't know if you guys know he played for Sunderland before that. Complicated, isn't it? Complicated down the boy, isn't it? I hate to use the word missed out because we don't know if we ever went in for them. So I don't like to use those words. It's hard enough trying to follow who we're trying to sign, and we're still not getting them over the line. So imagine the people that we don't know. Yep, Reading postcode Wokingham. It's near Winnish, near Reading Uni. Winnish, Wokingham, Reading, Tilehurst. I've never been to Newbury. That's even more further out west. And then eventually you get to Swindon, then Bristol, and then you end up in Bath and Somerset and all those kind of things, isn't you? Yeah, I think West Drayton's UB, mate. Uxbridge, isn't it? I'm in SL at the moment, so SL covers Slough. But oh bloody hell, was it Burnham, South Bucks, Berkshire, all that kind of. Hope you enjoyed it, mate. And let us know in the comments if you watched the game what you thought about your club and West Ham. Let us know, mate. Let us know what you thought about Creswell. Do you want to buy him? Let me know. But let me know. But our views are the teams one dimensional, bit slow, or bit just not up for it, just not motivated. But then it's pre-season. But listen, I do look at pre-season. I'm sorry, I do look at pre-season in terms of, and I'm not too happy at the moment. Dana, the Sheikh. Oh my God, Dana, I'm really bad on you now. You said something following up on it. Yeah. The Sheikh lives in Blackburn. I know Blackburn are owned by those Indian chicken farmers, aren't they? If I'm right, they got chicken. They made their money from chicken poultry in India, didn't they? If I'm right, and they made a mess of it, didn't they? And then Frankie scared me. Frankie thought we were signing Diaz. Do you remember? And I'm like, not sure, innit? And Frankie's like, he's going to be our lead striker. We're going to sign him. Frankie's connected. God bless him. Let me see. I don't think he's going to join, little Frankie. Listen, Frankie's funny. No, Frank. Right. My son likes Hibs. Yeah, in that derby, he likes Hibs. He loves Scotland. We love Scotland. You know, taking the kids all around the world, and Scotland's one of their favourite holidays. We got it lucky in August. It was so hot, and I drove up there in my madness. I drove from right near London, got to Edinburgh, through Carlisle, stayed overnight in a really good spot, and then we went to Loch Lomond, Loch Ness, Dalwhinnie, Malt Whiskey Factory. We did that. We went to Glenfinnan because they're Harry Potter fans, the family. Took a picture of them going over that viaduct, you know, the bridge. Ben Nevis, all around there. We did loads of stuff. And if the weather's good and I like whiskey, I love haggis. Absolutely love haggis. And absolutely, it's too strong for people to flavour. Absolutely love it. It's a bit weird though because I've never had black pudding. It's always put me off. I love a full English, you know that. But black pudding, my son's like, yeah, it's all right, Dad. And it's white pudding in Scotland, apparently. So let me know in the comments what white pudding, black pudding down south was all about. Don't know, mate. Don't know. Top boy. Yeah, I know, Dana. But like I said, my wife told me you assume too many things. That's the fault, Dana. You know, I assume too many things. That's a fault in me, mate. Yeah, you could have been. But let me know in the chat any other questions, any other things you want to go through. But listen, as every preseason game's finishing, we are all getting very, very concerned because we need a kick up the backside in terms of a lot more players coming in. And we're losing even youngsters. They're all leaving, aren't they? A lot of them. But I tell you what, I just remember something. We might have all thought like Paul Perkins, and but you know, was it Langello or someone who's already at the club? And he said he protected West Ham. He said, "I've loved it here. I just want to tell everyone." And I know what you were saying. He wanted to say it like against what Perkins is saying. And he said, listen, we've all got great support here, been here as a kid. We got it all here. And he said, what it is, you got all the support, but then it's up to you to make the most of it and go for it and don't blame anyone else. And I wasn't impressed with Perkins. So he might have been one of these stuck-up kids who are the dog's bollocks here, like, you know what I mean? You either do that or you put your head down. And Moyes, he knows what he's doing. Lagakia and Diagana and all them lot. So those comments. Let me know what you think about those comments. So he is basically saying Perkins is a bit of a knob to say like he should have put his head down a bit more and grasped his chance a bit more. And just I don't know. But that's what it seemed to me you're saying, mate. I think so, and that just puts me off. I know I'm not the bloody healthiest of what half the things I bloody eat, mate, but it just puts. And I've never gone for it. I like things like fried like so big English breakfast for me. Love sausages, mate. I think I have them every day nearly, right? Bacon, love bacon. Back shoulder, unsmoked. Love my beans, Heinz preferably, but caffeine, whatever they serve, that's fine. One egg, fried, bit runny, possible. Fried slice, and what's the other thing? There's something else I like. I ain't got time for mushrooms. If they're there, I'm not really toast. I don't need extra toast. One fried slice is enough. Hash brown. I like a hash brown if they got one. Bubble and squeak. Yeah, I like bubble and squeak. So that's it. I don't like chips. I don't want chips on my breakfast. That is not breakfast for me. And one egg is enough, And I've had all that posh, the egg Benedict. That's all right, but it's just not for me. I've tried it all, mate. Yeah, bubble and squeak, mate. The missus made it once because I'm a useless cook, mate. She made it once after Christmas and she's never made it again. She made it on Boxing Day with all the leftovers. I thought, wow, this is nice. So I'll just go with the one, whatever the calves give me, really. So I feel like a good full English, mate. You know what I mean? In terms of a Sunday roast, I love beef, but we eat chicken a lot. Yeah, those are the two more frequently ones. Don't really eat gammon. Gammon, I ain't got time for gammon. What the hell's all that about? I ain't got time for all that. So, boys, it's been 2 hours, so I'm gonna wait another 2 minutes because you need to go. I'm sweating my it's bloody been hot, but you boys have been absolutely amazing. 2 hours, and it's so many of you in the chat. We're smashing in the last 10 shows we've done. Absolutely brilliant, mate. Luca, I'm mad, mate. It's the love. I could have gone an hour ago, but I just love West Ham. Oh, there we go. No, Dada, no, don't. My sonny, Dad, you're mad. No, you don't. I used to laugh, when you get the builders in, like the builders. Yeah, white love, I'll have 3 eggs, 4 hash browns, 5 eggs, bacon, mate, here, the cut of bread. Nah, I go for usually the second or third biggest, not for the biggest. That's just silly, and I don't want to waste their toast. Toast is just becoming, I don't know what it is. We all grew up on toast. Now it's like, I don't want to do high carbs. Like the wife, I don't want to do high carbs. Just want to do the meat. But like, I don't know. And I don't know how it is up north. Up north's about the same. I'm lucky I got 2 good calves. Wife does it good. And actually, I can make a breakfast. What am I talking about? I'm crap at most things. I am good at breakfast. But one bacon's enough for me. It has to be unsmoked back bacon. Sausages, I know the one they give you. You don't know where they come from, but at home, I'm traditional. I like Wolves above Richmond. I made Richmond, and the wife commented. She goes, "These are really, really salty," and I'm like, "What are you on about? I haven't put no salt in it." When I ate it, she was right. So I like the. I was brought up on the Wolves. Used to be just small, skinless ones. They're coming back in now. I don't know if you noticed. I don't like the Cumberland or the supermarket brand with the herbs and spices in it. I'm happy with Wolves. That's fine with me. Hash browns, yeah, McCain hash browns or whatever. Mushrooms. My sons love mushroom. I don't know. Do you think there's a lot of taste to it? There can be too many mushrooms. Sometimes half their plate is mushrooms. You know that. Lucas, stop it. Nothing, mate. Nothing. Just your love, mate. Lucas not giving up. Lucas. Top boy, thank you for hanging in there, mate. Thank you for hanging in there. God bless you. Have a great, and I'm hope your fans working well, and it's going to be cool, and you have a lovely. You're a cheeky boy, yeah. Hope you're well, Luke. Hope you're all right, mate. Yeah, I think I caught it Tuesday in London, and then I got the symptoms and went, and all I thought was I've got a cold, and this blazing, I've got a cold. I couldn't, I didn't know what else to think of it. I went to a barbecue on Friday, and half my mates, their families had it. They turned up for barbecues. You saw the footage on Twitter. And then on the Saturday, I was about to have a haircut, not feeling great, and the wife said, "You better do a test." Because I did the test Thursday before the barbecue, it said I haven't got it. Then on the Saturday, I said, "Yeah, I bet." Then it said I've got it, and she ran away 2 miles. And then I did one 2 days ago, and it said you don't really have it, but then you had a faint line, the second one, not a proper line. So I'm on the way to recovery. The worst is over. So a couple of days, and hopefully back to normal, everyone, mate. Happy. Look, I've been on live 2 hours sweating, talking about David Moyes and Benrahma and full English breakfast and people in London who support Liverpool, Man United, and are we going to sign anyone? And Lingard saying it's been West Ham's fault. So that's the freshest news to share with you. Happy, interesting is that Lingard's latest comments have mentioned that I've told West Ham a good while ago that I want to sign for you. This is what I want. Can we try and meet in the middle? And West Ham have not done it. And then he's told them, listen, we can't carry on like this. I've got clubs coming in. So this Friday, he's given West Ham, because I kept thinking West Ham have given him the deadline. Do you remember, Happy? But now West Ham, Lingard has told West Ham, you got to tell me by Friday. And now Forest name has come up this evening. It's not good news, mate. It's not good news. It's not good news. I have been, mate. I have been. So that is the latest, Happy. Happy, let me know how you feel. We're not happy. Very average performances. All the pre-seasons have been a complete waste of time. We've only reasonable signing has been, he's gone off with a swollen ankle. We're not signing that forward players. It's dragging on. Broja. So the thing, Happy, with Broja was, like me, we all started jumping up and down, doing a little Bangra move, saying he's coming. And then it all went quiet. And Claret and Hugh, who have good connection, said, Sullivan's more or less said, don't know nothing about this. I've spoken to Chelsea about it, don't want to sell him. And worryingly, Happy, today, zilch on it, mate. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Happy's been trying to keep cool. It's so hot. It is so hot. Good night. God bless. Come in your irons. Yeah, but Happy, isn't it worrying that he told West Ham, you're my first choice, I want to come to you, so West Ham should just get the deal done. He's on a free transfer. So what if he wants 3 million signing on fee? Just give it. Look how much money Happy wasting Yarmolenko and Vlasic. Crowd's going to be 15 million down the drain, Happy, if you count the loan fee, the salary, everything. And then when they got a player to bag for free, because we couldn't even do the deal with United over the fee, and now they're not even in the picture. Just get the boy over the line. We still can't do it. What was abysmal, Happy? What was it? Was it just the same? Wasn't it side to side, backwards, no one interested in Tony, a couple of missed chances, and why isn't Areola getting more of a game than half a game? He's played one half, and not looked good. I don't blame you for that. You got to bring him and trust him. It's just so Man City, Happy, Krezi, Fabianski. I'm going to close my eyes, mate. I'm going to close my eyes because that's that, and it's pathetic. It is pathetic. It is really bad. Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. I don't think Chelsea would have sold it. It just didn't make any sense. And then I went mad because Darmish, Fabrizio, Sky, all the other boys, even Jacob Steinberg, all of them like, it's going to get done. He's coming from right. It's got to be done. And now, after, they're all gone quiet. Oh, is it? Oh, hope you get well. Hope you get well. It's going around a lot, isn't it? It's going around a lot. It is everywhere. Everyone I knew has got it before I got it. I was thinking of going down a local pool. Yeah, it is a lot in it. Bloody hell, mate. How you doing, Hammerhead? You alright, mate? You alright? Really? We're all concerned, mate. It just looks pissed poor, mate. Absolute shit. There's no invention, nothing. How are we suddenly going to start scoring goals and splitting teams through the middle with which players? I don't understand. I can't see it, mate. And defence is all over the place, mate. You know, it's worrying times. Fixtures are quite hard as well. Was it interesting? Because hands up, Areola was shit at Reading. Hands up, but I don't agree with the way Moyes is bringing him along personally. It's because there's no one. Imagine you're a human being, and I kept saying, you got to see fresh faces through the door. And then he's going to be, oh, God, we're really up for it. The club's ambitious. And it's just like, could you really blame Rice? Like, if you wanted to go now, I wouldn't blame him. Or Bowen. Or Zuma. Where has the ambition gone? And the other worrying thing, I didn't see it, was like, before Agard got injured, I heard that he didn't control the ball very well. And then he obviously, reaching out for it, got done. So, early days, he looks good to me. I think he'd be all right. But that is a worry, Happy. You get no one exciting coming in, and how's he going to lift the spirit of the fan? And how are you going to be excited for the first game? And kids want to put new names on the back of their shirts, especially forward-looking players. It's just driving me nuts, absolutely mad. It always made sense to me. Yeah, I didn't think that they were going to sell him because we are very close to United and Chelsea where we finish. And I was like, why do they want to do that? At bare minimum loan, I don't think so. And the loan would be you got no buyback. There'd be no buyback on that. And so we those days of buying players from the top six of West Ham are gone because we're in and around them now. Before we used to be nowhere near them. They didn't give a shit. And now with Lingard United, they could have given us. He's crying about it. No, we're not, and they finished 2 points ahead of us. And the year before that, Chelsea finished 2 points ahead of us. And United knew the mistake they made when they gave us Lingard. We nearly play whenever, you know what I mean? Nearly got the Champions League. So they know. And I didn't think they were going to give, the only way would be a good, well, how can you write him off? I mean, he's been on loan twice. He went to the Dutch league, done very well. Southampton done very well. So they know what he can do. He's better than Werner and people like that they got there, blatantly. And he, so let's see what happens. Yeah, trying to recover, mate. Got the little COVID in I COVID, but much better than before anyway. Okay, I have to look at it, Happy. Yeah, I tried to get some footage and I couldn't. It's just all over the place. Look at our fixtures, though. I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see. We've got to get new players, and it's just getting so close to kickoff now. The major signing hasn't happened yet. Or is Suchek staying? Is Ben Rama staying? Why are we leaving it so late again? It just really makes me really, and it's all to do with pennies and pounds, pennies and pence, just saving a few here and there. Really, honestly, it just makes me sick. I think West Ham fans, their patience is really, really, and they know don't mess with us. They've seen it before. They're really playing on hot fire at the moment, especially the last two windows, what they've done. Schmacker. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Yeah, that's the one. Get the 6 foot by 5 inch beast in. Get him in. Na 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 na. And I'm one who I never remember lyrics or anything. I can remember that one. Players do want to sign. It's us always trying to penny pinch, and take ages and ages. Look at Villa. Happy. Danny Ings came out of nowhere. They probably wanted 20 million. Villa's like, here's 25. Get in the van. Get in the van. We haven't got enough petrol to come back again. That's the thing. We take so long getting deals done. Just drag it through the floor. Absolutely makes you sick. The modern owners don't want to do it, depending on their age and their thoughts. And you've seen the state of our training ground, mate. They're not up for growing anything. And whoever we've got, they're going away anyway. You know? And also, Dana boy, it was Portugal. So Benfica, Sporting Lisbon, Porto, as a business, they're up there. And even as a country, even more. And I used to work with a tax director who was a Sporting Lisbon season ticket holder. He used to tell me that, Jazz, we scour the world, we bring people in. We don't know what they are, what they're going to do. And we straight away insert that 100 million clause. Remember William Carvalho, and they sold the players off to Wolves, Felix, and people like that. And more, and Premiership are happy, aren't they? So there's only one league in Europe that's got the money, us. So when we want to buy their players, after one season, which is wrong, I think we want 40 million plus add-ons. And look at it now. When we try to sell Vlasic back to them, or another player, we're not going to get nothing. Nothing. No, we ain't got no money. So be it crafty. They know the way the British Premiership clubs work. When you want to sell, just take the whole thing down. And when you want to buy from them, just take your pants off. Say we haven't got no money. We've only got one socks, mate. We've got nothing. It is bad, isn't it? But they know that the Premier. It's the window. I blame the window. I don't like the window. I grew up on not the window. What we used to do when I grew up was you could sign players up to April. Oh no! Third week of March, I think. We bought Julian Dix on the old, and so the window used to end in March, and then throughout the season, I want to going back to that. This 2 windows ain't working. It's stupid. The agents and no, not for me. Not for me. I don't like this window, but you can let me know in the chat. It's pathetic. I've got them. Actually, what I've done, I've got them all here. You won't be able to see. I've converted a lot of them, actually, and I need to convert a bit more. Yeah, I got quite a lot here. Yeah, I need to convert quite a few. I've got them going back to the early 90s. There's a company in Ipswich, I think. You send them away the videos, and they do a really good job. They all do it for you, save you time, and it's on their archive. So you ever lose your CD, DVD copy, they'll ping it back to you, mate. Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. I've got 85, 86. Yeah, let me show you the first season I started to go if I can find it. Hang on. Yeah, this one, 89. Hey, where's the other one gone? Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah, hang on. Let me get them for you. Let me show you. Yeah, I won this on Capital Gold back in the day. This is the first season I saw every game nearly. Yeah, 89, 90. Julian Dix, McCloskey, Martin Allen. Martin Allen was signed that year. So this is on free. Yeah, from Capital Gold. Look, Capital Radio still got the original thing. It's on free DVDs. That one is. Then I got all those ones. Got that one the year after. Macaveni. This one's worn off because of the sun. So I got quite a few of them going back. So when sometimes players leave, like Dean Garner, we need to understand Nagakia. They're not good. And this Perkins guy, I've seen nothing from him. He ain't going to make it. I could be wrong. I think he's got nothing, mate. It's a joke. Well, we haven't, have we, under David Moyes? We haven't been freshed under David Moyes for, touch wood. We don't. I mean, even as when we got 10 people playing, we're still in the game. So we got to give fair dues where it's kind of requested, isn't it? Really. Who's seen these? I got these coasters a while ago for the Bar. That's like a mini. I don't know if have you seen these, anyone? You get all these little ones. They're quite cool. Mate, no one's coming in, Hammerhead, so it means no one's going out, which is same shit, same fucking. How can you get excited with that, mate? For God's sake. No. If you got 2 wives, you know who you are, don't you, mate? No comment after that, mate. Happy, I loved your joke when you said, I think your neighbour was Spurs, and then you said we're going to have a water fight, and then Happy said I'm going to put the kettle on. That was a classic, mate. That was really funny. Well, yeah, even I know the words to that. Then I know I've been to Portugal once. I went to Lisbon, drove to Algarve. I think at Porto's coastal town, isn't it? Where Mourinho went. Won a few things with them, didn't he? Yeah, Chelsea. Yeah, probably. Spurs don't spend a lot, mate. All that team under Poch, I kept telling everyone, they have accidentally come across Kane. They didn't even know about Kane. He was on loan at Norwich. They suddenly pulled him back. I think it's Tim Sherwood. And and it suddenly just happened. Dele Alli was like 4 million from Milton Keynes Dons. Ericsson was part of the 10 players they signed on the back of the Bell money, and only 2 stayed, I think. That was it. So they fluked it, mate. Don't worry about them. Yeah, I would. I would. Beggars can't be choosers. I think Dennis is fine. I like what I saw. Happy, he can hold it up. Good skill. Can play in any of those front 3 positions. Dennis is good. The only thing with Sarr is worried about his injury. He missed most of last season with an injury. Very clever, Chelsea, mate. Very clever. It looks really bad, doesn't it, mate? It looks really bad. When you look at I think there's a program on YouTube where they look at the top 10, and I think Brighton are in there, Leicester, one of the other clubs. City obviously are number 1. Actually, interesting thing you might not know. Old Trafford is one of the grounds that is the most in need of investment. There's water leaking all over it. It's very interesting, isn't it? The Glazers. Old Trafford is it's in a bit of a state, really. Yeah. My first game was it was 89 August, Wednesday, West Ham 2, Bradford 0, Stuart Slater. And guess what, Happy? Who was the mascot in that game? It was Baz, like the West Ham fan Baz. Raised a lot of money for good causes and things like that. So Baz is there like that, a chunky little lad. He's laughing when I showed him. I didn't realise. So Baz Cox was the mascot at that first game. I mean, I was only 15 and he must have been 12. It's funny what you learn. In the sense of even West Ham, it was me, my dad, my youngest brother. We drove. We got there 10 minutes late, and they're like, "Where you come from, Bombay?" You lot. We sat in the West Stand, sitting down like because they had to get up to give us some room. Dad always used to sit in the upper West Stand, and luckily we got there in time to watch Tuesday. And then on the Saturday we signed Martin Allen because Incy went, didn't he? And we were top of the league. Played 3-1, 2, drawn 1. We beat Plymouth 3-2, and Keane, Martin Allen scored. Good times. Good times. Paris and who else we have? I forgot our goalkeeper because we signed McCluskey, but he came in a lot later on than that. But you got me thinking about that season though. But it ended up well because we signed Bishop, Morley. That's why I got a lot of time for Lou McCurry on another wavelength. I got a lot of time for Lou McCurry. You made Dick's captain. You brought Stuart Slater in. You brought Ian Bishop, Trevor Morley, Jimmy Quinn, Martin Allen. In what 6 months, 5 months? So you can't knock the boy. It's the love, and it just carries on. But I'll have to. I will. Once I caught up with the comments, it made me look old, mate. Oh, Neil Mellor, the big boy. Yeah, Neil Mellor. It is bad advice, isn't it? Even I would feel guilty, if West Ham have looked after me for a lot of years. I'd feel guilty, and I would give it perhaps one more season. I don't know. It just doesn't look good, does it? Hammerhead, what he's done the hard work, all the hard work. He came in when there was shit everywhere, and he stabilised it. He somehow rescued us. He put people in different positions, and then he just got stuck up. I just think he just stuck up. I don't need anyone. I ain't gonna change it. I'm not gonna buy him if you. I don't know. I don't know, mate. I'm just like, boy, you had it on a plate to win a trophy. Go back in again for Europa, and then he pretends he's surprised. He pretends he's surprised when we lose home to Arsenal, Tottenham, Burnley, Brighton, December, Southampton, Leeds. We lost to Leeds at home, ladies and gentlemen. And even then, the league was so poor, especially Man United. They only beat us by 2 points. You've thrown it away, and then we were beating Brighton at half time, 1-0. And then he's like, well, looking at these players, it looks like they're not going to be around next season. They fucking are here. They are the same players here. They're still here. Really, really mad, isn't it? You guys are going mad. I can't keep up with it. You lot are nuts. Fair enough. Fair enough. I like Ashby. He needs to sort his marking and whereabouts, but I like the attitude, the thrust, the positivity, the crosses. Ashby just needs to be coached a bit more. I know. Actually, you know, some people look big. I mean, Rooney. Jesus, Rooney when he's 16, he look like he's 29. So some people bulk out quick, don't they? Oh, mate. Some people look bigger than they thought, innit? Oh, mate, you know me, I'm struggling with the bloody comments again. Where was I? It was Happy's comment, wasn't it? Oh, God. There we go. Quiet with it. Yeah, there's nothing else, is it? I'm sweating. These boys have got me like... I know, lucky I haven't got a bloody early shift, mate, tomorrow. I don't know, mate. I never got my kids to do. I regret that. Actually, I don't know what the is it 6, 7 of them. In the old days, used to be one, didn't it? Put your name down and all that. And do you know, like being that, like from the old school, do you know the referees used to be when you just used to read the program? The referees used to be headmasters at normal schools. So go back 1980 as an example. Around that time, the referee would have been a head teacher or a teacher at a school. That's kind of what it was all about. West Ham, Luton. We hang on a minute. That's right at the beginning, Happy. That's the first 2, 3 games. We lost that, didn't we? Let me know. That is very early game. What a season to go. Unless it's 86, 87. 85, 86, we played Luton early. And Luton always used to beat us. Do you know in 81 when we won the league and we won that time it was 2 points for a win in 81 in the lower league before the old championship division at West Ham came up as champions about 80, 81. We broke the record for 2 points. We hardly lost the game. And one of the ones was Luton. Luton's always been a pain. And now we're seeing it's Brighton and even Reading. Everyone said, oh, Reading's a pain in the ass. Yeah, I think so, Dill, mate. I think so, mate. Yeah, sure. Not bad. The first game I took my missus, I wasn't even going to go there. I bought tickets from the touts. Was the West Ham 6, Barnsley 0 in around December. Hearts and Kits and Smasuabu time, Lampard. And I sat like lower West Stand, and it's weird what things happen, isn't it? Bloody hell. Yeah, you got to give me the message on Twitter, and we sort it out. Then I got your number, and then we'll get things going, mate. Good point. Good point. Yeah, there was a yellow. He ain't happy then, is he, mate? He ain't happy. There's so many things up in the air, Hammerhead. My corona, the weather, my rum, no signings. It's just getting on my nerves, isn't it, mate? We're not in a good place, are we? Oh, what it is, Hammerhead, from what I'm hearing, he's not happy in the window. What's going on? And he's not been happy since the last window. There's not enough. We're not doing enough. And then obviously you're speaking to cocky Arsenal players, Spurs players, and we're all in the same boat, mate. We're going to lose it, mate. We're going to lose it. That bloody Jules now. Could be. Stubborn. Bit stubborn now, I think. He's not. You need to work with your owners, if they're, come on. And they're only getting involved because they're not buying anyone. Why do we buy Vlasic? Because he was stubborn on Lingard, and they're like, you can't, so you can't keep blaming Sullivan all the time, you know. And then if he's not going to buy anyone, Sullivan knows we're gonna do that to him. That's why he brought Vlasic in, and then Moyes got the hump. You know, you got to work together, and I keep saying, as a club, to go forward, you all got to go forward in the same direction, same thought process. You know, Rob Newman, David Moyes, me, but it can quickly change. Football's like that. Life is like that. Look how bit low we are today. If suddenly before Saturday, even if Lingard came in, I'll be like really happy. And striker and a left back and another CDM, and then suddenly we're don't take a lot for West Ham fans to be happy, but we do get pissed off if people take the piss, isn't it? Right, I'm gonna go for this is like I can't even keep up with it. Yeah, Luke, I agree. Yeah. Fair enough, mate. Yeah. Done a very good job. Very good job. Yeah, I think Eddie Howe looks good now, doesn't he? Now I don't think of anyone else. I don't know. Eddie Howe looks good now, doesn't he? Is it? Okay. He said no to Spurs, didn't he? Oh, 86, 87. That wasn't a very good season, was it, Happy? I mean, I think we were top after 2 games. We beat Coventry 1-0. Tony Gale scored, if I remember. And then we beat Man United 3-2 at Old Trafford. That got me excited. Do you remember McAvenny scored and we were top of the league? Where we go again? But I think, Cotty, McAvenny went, didn't he, shortly after that. And we lost to Newcastle 4-0, didn't we? I got a funny story about that to tell you very quickly. That October we were playing Newcastle. God, I was playing for Newcastle. 1 minute, my throat's a bit dry. Hang on. My dad's out of work. That game's live on ITV Sunday, so he tells me, my mum, can you record it, but don't tell me the score. Finishes Newcastle 4, West Ham 0. So dad's coming in late and he wants to watch it. Mum straight away, you guys got done, mate. You could never forget that. That's like, what? Well, I think we've done him a favour. I don't know. Happy Emirates. Do you remember that St James's Park about October same season? Newcastle 4, West Ham 0. That was funny, man. She totally just messed it up for him. Oh, that's bad. Oh, mate. Was that the older one? The Valentine's Massacre? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, Dave from Kansas, mate. Mate, I've been live 2 hours 33. You guys, I know the wife's in Paris and I might get... You guys are mad, mate. Wait, what time is it? Oh, I'm going to have to call it quits, mate. It's only midnight. Yeah, I'm going to have to call it quits. Late. But listen, Dave, you're a legend joining us. So keep following us. Watch the recent videos we've done. And I used to be on American Hammers TV a lot, you might know, but I'm going to have to shoot off, mate. He hasn't done more than Eddie Howe. I don't think so. Eddie Howe stabilised Bournemouth, brought him in a long time, and they kept beating this. Don't forget that. And Newcastle under pressure because new owners, they want big names, and he's sufficiently done so well. They've kept them. Newcastle could have got anyone in. Mourinho, you remember Mourinho's been linked. Mourinho likes a little purse, doesn't he? Bit of money. So I think Eddie Howe stock is higher than Potter's myself. Yeah. Oh, see, it's getting pivotal, isn't it, mate? It's all going to clash soon, isn't it, mate? It's all going to clash, mate. Yep, fair enough, mate. We'll find out when all these books come out. I want to know what's going on, isn't it? Yeah. He's done the foundation, Happy. He's just got to add the little bits of stars, isn't it, in the team, really? It won't make sense for me. I think people are. It is what it is, isn't it, mate? Right. I've caught up with all the comments. I'm not going to do any more. I'm shattered. But listen, lots of love to all of you guys. I'm going to go for a cold shower, maybe have a couple of more while the missus is away. But anyway, love you all, and really interesting views. Respect everyone's views. And summarising it, it's concerning at the moment, but it can quickly change. But it can quickly not change being West Ham. And then right at the end, I don't know, we buy Harry Kane. I don't know, or Dele Alli. That'd be West Ham, wouldn't it? But he started up with Everton. But yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I can only judge how I feel now, and I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Agard's injured, and Downs is a little kid for me. Leave him alone. And no, not happy at the moment. And a little bit it was like it's been overdue, and a little bit it's about what our neighbours are doing. But we'll catch up next couple of days or tomorrow, see what's happening and things like that. Hopefully, we get something over the line, or a bit more of a confidence reports of someone having a medical or been accepted, or someone's flying over, that kind of thing, really. So you take care. You guys have been absolute legends, as his name is, Mr. Luke Legend, and happy. Listen, we're building up a great community here, and hopefully I'll bring you some more interesting things and events and shows and people. So love you all. Take care and have a lovely evening, everyone. God bless you all. Take care.